I'm here, live stream, and I want to welcome you all to the Real Talk Tour in Houston. We want to thank the owner of the Pan-African American Library. I see pictures of Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, such a wonderful environment. And I also get to see a lot of you all. So you guys know what the Real Talk Tour is all about. The Real Talk Tour is all about bringing real people together, finding real solutions for real problems, right? We're not getting ready to be silenced by the media. We're going to talk about things that impact us, things that impact our families, things that impact our lifeline, things that impact our existence, and how politics and policies, right, affect us. I know me, there used to be a time where I'd be like, man, I ain't voting, it don't count. And then I ran for office and I said, you know what, I ain't running for office because that don't count either. It seems like they teach you, I didn't vote. But I think that it's important now that a lot of us begin to get involved in politics and making sure that if we're standing behind people that are in Congress that are going to push laws that are within our best interest. So I don't know about the rest of you all, but for me personally, I'm tired of the agenda. I know a lot of you all probably been following me. You follow me on Instagram and on social media. You've seen me on Dr. Phil. You all have been able to have a real in-depth look into my life and some of the things that I'm experiencing. And what I know right now, what I'm up against is what our government has deemed as societal norms. This goes against what we know to be normal, what we know to be natural, what we've all been taught. Like, this is almost something that just drops out of the clear blue sky with this agenda and how hard they're going for our children. So I know I'm not the best, the perfect guest of the evening. You all came out to see PHARAOH. You definitely did come to see Justine. But I just want to get into a couple of things before I turn it over to him. One of the things that I want us to begin to pay attention to is how this whole media was driving this whole hate train to control our emotions, to make us basically vote a certain way. And with us being caught up in our emotions and being focused on agenda, things that they were pushing, like racism and Black Lives Matter, the Equality Act kind of stepped in up on us. And we want to be clear and make sure that we say that we're not against the LGBTQ community, but anytime we're having a discussion like this, it's about, our children or the attack on our lifeline, our bloodline. And we know when it comes to depopulation, who's the first to go? And we don't even have to get into all that. I'm going to let PHARAOH get into all of that. But I want y'all to pay attention to how it was all about Black Lives Matter, racism, and the next thing you know, Joe Biden says, hey, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And then after that, they get in office, and what happened? An anti-Asian American stop hate, Asian American hate crime bill. And black people were like, wait a minute, what's going on? We out here, we protesting, people get shot. You got George Floyd, you got Amer-i-CAAANS, you got Breonna Taylor, you got all of these things that happened. How did they get a bill and we did? So then our eyes began to open.
Because they weren't criminals.
Maybe I guess we had to experience this to understand. And then the Equality Act. Well, again, we want everybody to be free and have equality, but I don't think children are supposed to have the same rights as adults do. If children can make decisions on their own, then they don't need us as adults, right? They ought to be able to get out and pay their own bills, if you ask me. It's no sense to them. Listen to anything we have to say if they're old enough to make decisions, especially when it comes to gender identity and changing their sex. Joe Biden's pick for the assistant health secretary is himself as a transgender pediatrician, and he believes that children should be given hormone blockers. So we have to wake up, for one, because now it's in our government. Not only is it in our government, but it's in our schools, and we want to make sure that we're able to children and that they are not taking away our rights as parents. And again, PHARAOH is going to touch on all that. So I'm going to do the fun part, right? And then PHARAOH is going to come and give you guys the education. But if you are there are 5 people, 5 names that I'm going to call out. You guys
cool.
Real Talk Tour t-shirt.
Yo, say.
Another thing that I want you guys to do is make sure that you all support the organization. I know that you guys went online, you're selling tickets at a very low cost, which is just $10. And of course, that's just to cover us to be able to have the space, make sure that we're someplace nice, we're somewhere comfortable, and to cover any expenses of our guests. So if you all have a phone and you prefer to Cash App, I can give you the Cash App right now. If not, you can go right in your pocketbook, just like at church. I remember when we was younger at church, Janae should be in there somewhere. She'll come around with the bucket.
Right.
Gladly accept any donations. American King Foundation is now in the process of changing its focus and its board from criminal justice reform to stopping child sex trafficking and the exploitation of our children. So we will be launching in July. So thank you guys so much for the support. That Cash App is the $Ask Show. So ASK for Angela Stanton King, and then Show. SHOW. It would be great if everybody could donate $25 or more, but if you can't, guess what? You know, every dollar adds up. We'll appreciate it. So if you guys will Cash App, Ask Show, or raise your hand, and Janae will come down or come around and collect, you know, your donation to the organization, and we appreciate it. Now, the first person I'm going to call is Shadwan Harrison. So, Shadwan Harrison, if you are there, stand up. Janae should be somewhere in the back. Make sure that you see Janae so you can retrieve your room and your t-shirt up. Yep, there's Janae. And then you'll also have Tatiana Davis. Tatiana Davis. Angel Phyllis, we got your donation of $25. Thank you. Hosea Curry, we got your donation. Deidre Russell, love you guys. Jeffrey McFarland, if you were there. Sean Louise Lane and Radisha Johnson. So we got Shadwan Harrison, Tatiana Davis, Jeffrey McFarland, Sean Louise Lane, and Radisha Johnson. Now, for the people that are watching on IG, let me put the Cash App down at the bottom for y'all, in case you all also want to support us. We appreciate all the support. I'm pinning it down at the bottom, guys. Give me a second. So we're going to hear from Young Pharaoh. I know you guys are excited. I mean, I follow Young Pharaoh. Found him on Instagram. He and I connected when I was running for office. He got right behind me. He threw his support behind me. I watched him. I listened to him. I love the way he entertains and the fact that, you know, he's waking us up. We got to wake up. We got to be able to protect our rights. We need to be able to protect our children. We need to have, you know, financial freedom. We need to make sure that we're educated. We have to prepare ourselves in order to make sure that we're protecting our bloodlines and our lifelines. So again, I want to thank you guys again for coming out. Thank you guys for your support. Everybody that donated to the Cash App Ash Show today is also collecting donations. And without further ado, I want to bring out I like to call him my little brother. I know he's still kind of rough around the edges a little bit. He's ready. He rowdy. I'm the one that be praying. I'll call him and say, brother, wait a minute, hold on. Can we talk about it? Let's talk about it because we need you out here. But definitely, he has my support. Anytime we got a young man that's going against their agendas and talking about the importance of family and black culture and protecting our rights, then we got to learn to come together. So without further ado, by live, I'm going to bring out my brother, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, come on out and let's breathe. I know, right? So Pharaoh.
Let me come over here. Yes, ma'am.
Kind of unorthodox because I was supposed to be here, but I'm not here, but they can still hear both of us.
That's right.
Pharaoh, listen, man, we got some real talk.
Yes, sir.
I'm
gonna turn this way so I can see you.
You on my page the other day with your blonde wig on. When I tell you all, I was hollering. Listen, I'm working on the show. We're gonna
Dude, yes.
I was hollering. Pharaoh, listen, I can't stay on here long. This is your audience. This is your show. They came out to see you. I just wanted to greet everybody. But Pharaoh, listen, let me ask you something. As a black man, I need you to tell me while I'm on here, with what we see going on right now with the agendas and what's happening with our families and our sons and our children, how important is it or how can we encourage our sons, regardless of what they're teaching them in school, regardless of what they're seeing on TV, that it's nothing wrong with being a man? Like, they're pushing this whole thing about being who you are, but nobody's really being who they are. How do we instill, the importance of fathers, the importance of being a man, the importance of being a boy? I just wanted to hear it from a young black man.
Men gotta get in the way and women gotta get out of it. Men gotta get in the way and women gotta get out of it. Like, I mean, I like to be very universal when I make my analogies. So, like, I remember growing up, like, I might want to go outside and fight, and the males would be like, "Go out there and get you a fair one." But the girls be like, no, and it's always the women, But you might be judged. You might need to go out there and fight. Your respect might be on the line. So that don't mean we gotta get to stabbing and shooting, but sometimes you need a fair one. So I think people have to realize that, and I'm gonna touch on this as well. I took down the notes on the key points to touch, so I'm gonna go deeper on this. But people need to understand gender roles. Like gender roles are a universal obligation. That's not something that you can just put down. Like, if you are a boy, you protect your sister. That's just what it is, Like, I'm gonna let everybody know. I tell, hey, Rue, you what? Like, fight. Like, that's your sister. You hold your sister now. That's your mom. Like, that's just what it is.
Right.
So I feel like as black people, we the only people that tell our siblings not to defend their siblings, and we don't defend our siblings. Even that, well, I ain't gonna say we, but most people don't defend their siblings.
Right.
Parents, don't defend their kids. Grandparents don't defend their kids, and then the kids is defending their damn self against the house and everybody outside the house.
Right.
So we got to get back to a point where you lead them by example, even if that example is a potential physical altercation. I feel like I don't give people advice that I don't take. So I'm gonna give people the advice I give myself. For me, the way that I am raising my kids, and the way that I just deal with people in general is, space is an element. I don't care what nobody says. It's 5 elements: earth, wind, water. Which one I just forgot? Earth, wind, water, fire, space. Space. Without space, we can't do nothing with them elements.
Right.
Back up off me. Give me space to exist. Now that I have space to exist, I can ponder the thoughts of who am I. I can ponder the thoughts of why am I. I can ponder the thoughts of what am I. But I can't ponder a thought of you all up on me. I can't do that. So I think that black people need to realize we need to make everybody give us some space. Like, the whole world don't want to give us no space. It's always somebody in our business. It's always somebody want to oversee what we talking about. It's always somebody want to be up on us. And then we live in a world where you might be in a struggle. You might be at work and your boss is an asshole. Your manager's an asshole, but you're not going to say nothing to your manager, but you're going to come home and run down on your kids. We live in those worlds. We live in worlds where adults don't know how to be adults. I've seen it. You make the oldest raise the youngest, then the youngest become the oldest and raise the youngest. Adults are not doing. But
Let me, I don't mean to interrupt, because I know I'm going to get ready to give Pharaoh the floor, but I have to say this, right? Pharaoh, you're correct when you say, like, the oldest raising the youngest, and there's an issue with that, because what happens is, most of the time, this is happening in either a single parent home, or the money isn't right, where both parents have to work jobs overtime, they're not there. I think the majority of us want to be there, right, to raise our children, and we want to be at home, and we want to be mothers. But I know for me, I wasn't able to be home and be that mother because, of course, the father was absent for whatever reason, whether he was in jail or got murdered, or we know the story of the black family. And then here we are trying to have to work our fingers to the bone and and need that support of that older brother or sister watching
Right.
those siblings. Why? Because we don't trust nobody. We
Right.
scared somebody might molest our kids, touch our kids. You can't send them nowhere. You want to make sure that they're in-house. So I think that we got a lot of issues we got to address. For one, bringing families back together, making sure that we are teaching our people to be financially free. Because, and then also it says it takes a village to raise our children. So if we got our own communities, and if we have daycare centers, and we got people donating time, this thing can really happen. But we have to redo this thing and rebuild it from the ground up, start with a whole new foundation, and instead of allowing these institutions and these governments to teach our sons to be women, we need them to teach them to be the men that we need in our household, raising our children, so we can change the narrative. Because the rate that we're going now, it is not going to get better, it's only going to get worse. And with that, I am signing off, because I don't like for my brother to be sitting over there on the side. I need him right here front and center. I'm taking myself off the screen. Pharaoh, you got it. Real Talk Tour, guys. Cash App, Ask, Show. Make sure you donate. Make sure you support. With that, I'm signing off.
Love. I got my talking points. I'm ready to go. Yeah, and continuing what I was saying, it comes. We got to accept that everything is in reverse right now. 9 times out of 10, your parents don't know what they're talking about. 9 times out of 10, your grandmother don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what they're talking about. So at one point in time, what was considered disrespecting your elders may now need to be considered saving your life.
That's
So
right.
we gotta start learning how to look at things for what it is and not what we want it to be, or not who we want a person to be. And then now we gotta kill that. Like I feel like a lot of people live in their own fantasy in their mind, and they don't realize the world is the world. The world is not what you want it to be. The world is what it is, and it's not going to change until you change. Your world not going to change until you change. So I feel like before I hit any of these notes, people got to get behind these kids. And people got to learn, we got to start being able to say, no, he's right. Like him, I got to be able to get behind him and say, you're right. Your teacher don't know what she's talking about. Your principal don't know what he's talking about. What's up? What they want to do. Like that is the only way we're going to, let me cut this off. I feel like I'm about to come out and have a conversation. But yeah, we have to start letting people know right got to become right again, and wrong got to become wrong again. And then another thing we need to be able to do before I go into these notes is respect the division of psychology between what is an adult and what is a child. I think people got kids doing too many grown. Like for me, I was grown at like 13. I was an alcoholic at 15. Like that was my worst drinking at 16. Couldn't nobody in here drink me other thing. Nobody. I would have seen anybody. But I was living like an adult, but I was a kid. I wasn't in the kid's place. But the adults around me was in the kid's place, so I'm thinking I'm grown, but really I'm being childish because the people around me being childish and I'm thinking they grown. So we have to take into consideration honestly, wholeheartedly. It don't matter if it's your mama, my mama, whoever. We have to ask ourselves, what is the mental level of the person that I'm talking to? Like, where are you at psychologically? How responsible are you? How much can I depend on you? Are you a critical thinker? Would I allow you to think? Would I allow you to think for me? If any of them answers is no, this is not an adult. Now, I'm not gonna gun nobody down. I'm not gonna say you slow, stupid, mentally ill, but I'm gonna tell you what you're not. I'm not gonna tell you what you are, but I will tell you what you are not. Straight up. And I think we need to do that in the community. We need to pause for a minute and say, why is 30 niggas standing right here all day? Why are y'all? Why? Like seriously, like why? Pause the music, pause that, tuck your chain. Why are y'all niggas right here all day? Like, what are you doing? That's crazy. That's crazy. So we need to evaluate behavioral patterns and start to let people know, like, listen, we're not judging you yet, but I'm giving you a warning to let you know this is behavior that I normally look down upon, and I just want to know why you're over here doing it. That's what we need to start doing. But going down my list, via Angie, the first topic is the importance of man, woman, child, family. Now, can do this all day.
Yeah.
This one's pretty easy. It's common sense. Everything is, the brain, like literacy, right? Literacy determines your intelligence. Like I got a 98 in English. I actually could speak up here, thank you. If I spoke up here where I'm at, y'all would probably be like, I don't understand this thing. So, I could fluctuate in my mind, and converse at different levels. But literacy is how you program the brain, right? Like, not understanding makes you illiterate. So reading and writing is actually fundamental to how you think. If you can't construct a paragraph, construct a sentence, if you can't formulate a sentence, if you're not good with words, if you're stuttering over your word, if you can't speak and express yourself, that is literally dictating the level of consciousness that you operate in. Now I say that to say this. You have numbers, numerical codes, right? Digits, units. A unit is, let's say, number 1. That's a unit. But the number 1 is comprised of infinite numbers. So the number 1 is really 99999.9999999 plus another digit, which makes it a unit. So I say all of that to say this. Source is number 1. We consider that knowledge. That's like the soil. The expression of source is number 2. That's wisdom. The outcome of the expression of source is understanding. So everything is synchronistic according to numerical code. That's why they say math is a universal language. I say all that to say this. You don't get to understanding without going through knowledge and wisdom. You don't get a child without a man and a woman. Now, I don't really care what nobody's talking about. I don't really care who your God is or none of that. Y'all know how I'm bold. Bring a book. Bring a book, not your opinion. Bring a book. You're not going to sustain physical reality without men and women. Being together, it's not going to happen. So why are we letting people convince us that we don't need heterosexual relationships? Why are we letting people, it's like letting somebody convince you need to pour bleach on your garden to grow your trees. So I feel like as a community we have been miseducated to look down on each other so much to the point where we don't feel like why do we need each other? You know what I'm saying? The average man is looking at, I'm gonna watch my mouth with his kids in here, but the average man is looking at the average woman as, you got a fat butt, you cold, I wanna hit that. After that, the thought don't go no further. And for me, I'm just like, that's a cool thought. We all might have had that thought. But it's more, you know what I'm saying? There's more, like what is this woman about? What is her mentality like, etc. Same thing for a man. Most women feel like, nigga, if you don't buy me a Birkin bag or you don't pay my bills, you ain't no man. And to me, I feel like, well, yeah, put me in the back of the line because I don't do them type of thing. I don't trick like that. But women got to realize we have to go back to nature in our mind, period. Like, I feel like society has given people, and it's like going to Disneyland. It's like, what if you had a child in Disneyland, right? And you never told the kid it was a world outside of Disneyland. They would just grow up thinking everything was Mickey Mouse and roller coasters. They would never realize, oh shoot, I need to know how to build a house. I need to know how to protect myself. I need to know how to calculate a perimeter. I need to know how to defend myself. I need to know how to get rainwater. I need to know how to survive. That's it. That's what it comes down to. I feel like you should not be near death or broke to value the next person next to you. Or you should not be in survival mode to value the next person next to you. Women need to realize that men, we play an integral role in your life. Nobody's just grabbing you and snatching you and randomly kidnapping you because we're going to hold you down, whether we know you or not. Men need to realize women play an integral role in our lives. Via stress relievers, being receivers of who we are, recreating that through children, and being highly intelligent, highly intuitive, getting us out of every man in here right now. I'm willing to bet. Your top 3 worst mistakes you made, a female warned you not to do that, but you didn't. I'm willing to bet. Whether it was your mama or your girl, look it. Yes, I did 3.5 years now listening to somebody saying, don't go. And I was like, go, cut. Like, why didn't I just go in this girl house? So women are angelic. And I think that people need to realize that we need that union. We need that family union. It does start in the house. Nobody is born operating outside of what they see. All of the stuff these kids is doing that we see in the street, you got to multiply that by 5 in their house. You got to multiply that by 5. And so, on top of that, bringing that back into ancient construct, it just comes down to how hard-headed are you. Our ancestors already told us, man, woman, and child. Isis, Horus, Aset. And so the throne is the lap of your mother. But the lap of your mother is considered the throne because man has conquered the land, made it safe, and built the throne for her to sit in. Realize you're not going to sit on no throne unless I come clear this space. You're not going to sit right here comfortably unless I come clear this space and say, don't nobody come over here while she's over here. Boom. That denotes safety. Then from there, the child can sit on your lap. So that's an actual mechanism that we should be living according to. We should not be living in reverse that or in this reverse engineer that Western psychology has us in. So it all comes down to, who do you believe? Do you believe your ancestors or do you believe Bill Gates? It just comes that simple. It's just that simple. Like, who do you pick? Who do you pick? And if you're not black, and you don't associate with my culture, fine. But you also have a choice of common sense versus these people, the experts or you. And I feel like, in order to become a police, you got to go to the academy, which means anybody can become a police. In order to become an expert, you have to read and understand the literature that you're reading, which means anybody can become an expert. So who really is the expert? The only difference between anybody on the planet is somebody spent more time doing something than the other person.
Right.
Period. Only difference between me and a Buddhist monk is he spent more time doing that than I did. If I go do exactly what he did, I might blow past his ass. So people have to develop that understanding and go from there. Where do you want to go with your life? What is heaven on earth according to you? Create the space for that, build that, bring people into your life that feel like that, and go from there. Everything else is unnecessary, it's null and void, and you will be wasting your time. So, I say that to say this. Family is universally important. If you walk up on some baby ducks, the mama duck gonna try to get you. That's just the truth. If you walk up on some cubs, the mama bear gonna try to get you.
Right.
But why, as a humanoid species, if that's what we're gonna call ourselves, do we just let our children just be victims out here? You know what I'm saying? We just let our children we just feed our children to the wolves out of ignorance and fear. So, ending my first point, I just want to say that adults are very important. And what is critical about an adult is if you are not doing your job as an adult, it is a wrap for you. Not just your kids, but for you. So we need to honestly understand, we need to reevaluate, what does it mean to be grown? What does it mean to make critical decisions? What does it mean to actually influence and affect somebody's life, positively or negatively? What does it mean to communicate? What does it mean to be calm? What does it mean to let things go and brush things off? And what does it mean to mature? Are you psychologically mature? Are you mentally mature? If not, go get some help. If you're not around somebody that you can't get help from, maybe they're the reason you're not psychologically mature. So we need to evaluate them things so that you can become a proper parent. And I'm in here. Me personally, I feel whatever kind of parent you are is the type of person you are. Period. I don't really care what nobody says. I feel like however you are with children, that's how you are. If you're a good friend, we're gonna see that in the kid. Like I'm a player with my kids. Take a snack. I don't see it. I'm a player. I'm a slide under the door. That might be wrong, but I'm a good. That's the type of friend I am. Yeah. That's the type of friend I am. They say you can't have whatever. Yeah. So I feel like whatever. Yeah, that's how I am. Like with the back door, like whatever. That's the type of friend I am, though. I feel like we need to reevaluate what type of person are you. What type of person have you been all your life? What type of person was you in high school? What type of kid was you? Did you share? Were you stingy? Were you grungy? These people became adults. These people became grown. People in class that, like, I used to raise my hand to read. I don't care what nobody says. I used to get that Jolly Rancher third grade from Ms. Rozak. I used to get that. Like, right. People who were showing signs of toxicity from a young age became adults. And they went somewhere in the world. Whether they became a police, a scientist, a judge, your neighbor, whatever. So we need to honestly start looking people in their eyes and really saying, what kind of person are you? What type of person have you always been? Because that's the person that you can only be. And we need to start moving these people around and shifting these people around or putting them on blast. And that's where men come in. Men, we should not be afraid to say, this person right here is a whatever. But have your receipts. Don't lie on nobody. Don't slander nobody. Don't throw no dirt on nobody's name because you're a hater. None of that. But we should be able to honestly say, this person right here not right. And here's the proof. So watch your kids around this person or watch your stuff around this person. That is how we clear the field. That is how we play the field. Until people start getting the heart to do that, or people start getting the courage to do that, you're gonna be sitting right next to your enemy your whole life talking about what's wrong with my life. You're sitting next to your biggest hater. Topic number 2. We want to talk about masculine and feminine manipulation. Let's say that, right? Now, I just want to say this. You can, it's energy. It's literally energy. I feel like through trauma or through certain experiences or just through lack of proper guidance, right? You will either develop too little or too much of whatever energy you're supposed to have when you should be balanced. We live in a world where women are, y'all go through y'all things. I'm not knocking y'all plight. So please do not get on me. I'm not knocking y'all plight. But we live in a world where women are psychologically bred to be toxic. That's just the truth. I know y'all don't want to, I know a lot of y'all don't want to admit that, and y'all want to be like, it's the world. No, it be you. A lot of women are psychologically bred to be toxic. And I say that to say this. You might be so masculine that a man's masculinity triggers you. Some men are so feminine, a woman's femininity triggers you. It's just the truth. Some men so feminine that when a woman be like, hey, what's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong. Like, oh, nigga, you triggered. You want to be in the house like that, but that's not your, you're not supposed to be in the house like that. So I feel like people don't understand gender roles. You got women out here changing tires now. You got women out here. Only thing I ain't seen a woman do is go hack a tree and stab everybody. You know what I'm saying? Women out here getting on their knees, marrying niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here right now. So man want to be a woman want to be a man, adult want to be a kid want to be an adult, masculine want to be feminine want to be masculine, but nobody want to be their damn self. Nobody want to be their self. So I feel like the war is really in the self. If everybody just woke up one day and was like, I gotta cut my bullshit out, the world would change. It would be changed right there. It would be right there. So we gotta realize, you have what I call Negro bot. Some people be operating on Negro bot. Straight programmed to be self-destructive and straight programmed to be very imbalanced. And it is. I believe that is what spiritual warfare is. I believe that if you don't see wisdom in a person, you better avoid that person. Because they're on their own way, in some way, shape, form, or fashion to destroy their own life. So it's like a black hole. It's like a walking black hole. Like, why would you even interact with this person? And then that flips on us to now, whatever type of person you are, whatever type of person you see yourself as, are you willing to also be seen as an asshole? Because that's how the world gonna see you. You feel me? Like, I know a lot of people see me like I'm mean, I'm a jerk, I'm insensitive, and all of that stuff. But I'm just not with the bullet stuff. That's it. Other than that, I'm a totally different person. So I feel like we need to get to that point where when do we draw the line? What is the border? And are we strong enough to hold everybody to that standard? You feel me? Not just strangers, not just people we don't like, not just your ex, but your mother, your grandmother, your father, your sister, your uncle. And I don't like to use the word believe. I like to use the word know, but I would be nice to say believe. I believe in soul tribes. I believe in spirit. I believe your family is who you resonate with internally. Your family is not who you were born by.
No, right.
I don't believe that. So we also got to reevaluate. Yes, we also got to reevaluate what is family. Yeah. What is your concept of family? I don't believe, no disrespect to anybody here, I don't believe in white people's concept of family. I don't believe in that. You can run away and run into a stranger, and that'd be your best damn friend.
There you go.
And you can grow up and hate your parents. Your parents can be wicked. So I feel like we, as a community, we just need to everybody just need to back up. You feel me? Everybody need to back up. It's hard, but I didn't did it. I had to look at my best friends and be like, what you been doing all my life? Why we been friends all this? Like, for real. I had to look at my family and be like, wait a minute. Yeah, like, I want to fight for what happened. I think I want to fight for what happened. It happens. But you got to do that. And you're not going to ever get free till you develop the strength to do that. It's like, you got to watch your world turn upside down and be mentally strong enough to accept that. Yeah. If you cannot do that, you're not getting out of the matrix. You're going to be in this toxic cycle with people who don't even understand their own behaviors and ways. Now we want to get to finance, building our own communities, which I have been taking the liberty to do. So let's go here now. All right, y'all. So I like to act as normal as possible. I don't like to act like a celebrity or none of that. So I say that to say this. Finance is very, very, very important. Pause the 5D talk, pause the astro talk, pause the ritual new moon, pause all that. All that, because the new moon not paying your rent. So let's just be real. It's a balance. It's a balance, though. It's a balance. I feel like some people be trying to spirituality your way in the middle. You're not. I don't know who needs to hear. You're not. You're not. I'm telling you. I sat in a cell for 3.5 years like this, and I remember getting up on the child. On the child. Like, meditation's over. Go hit the yard. So, you have spiritual and you have physical. Like, you're not going to spiritual away your physical. Right. So, where are we right now? We are in a fiat system. Yes. Where I have to give you a piece of paper in exchange for you to do whatever. Your job, right? I don't believe the world should run like that. That's not how I feel. But, yet, you say yet. I ain't that powerful yet. I'm on my way. But it's already there. It's already here. So, but that's right. So, we gotta listen here. Let me just get y'all this right. Like I said, I don't know who in here is the police. I don't have no problems with no police. I just donated to law enforcement last month. I ain't got no problems with no police. No problem. I'm just a librarian. I'm just a librarian. But with that being said, I say that to say we know how these people do. And I don't take chances. So when I tell y'all I have a complete blueprint, listen here, I'm gonna give a lecture one day. You're gonna know the lecture when you see it. It's gonna be the bat signal. See the bat signal, you run to the bat signal. Did that. No games. When you see the bat signal, you run to the motherfucking bat signal. If you don't run to the bat signal, I cannot help. I'm not coming to get you. None of that. So when I throw the bat signal up, you run to the bat signal. Political system already down, way life down, education down, food down, everything down pat. Currency is going to be intelligence and qualification. If you are not intelligent enough or physically capable enough for the position you asking for, you cannot have that position. We ain't doing friends, we ain't doing this shit, man on the back, we don't, none of that. None of that. If you want it, you going to, it's like football. You're not going to play quarterback and you can't throw. That's not happening. So, I already got this down pat. Literally drawn out. Timing and positioning is everything. You can be on time or be in the wrong position. You can be in the perfect position, you can be there at the wrong time. Timing and positioning must be in alignment. So once my timing and positioning is in alignment, which it's like eclipse level almost at this point. Once I hit eclipse level, I'm gonna throw the bat signal up. Y'all better run to the bat signal. Now I say that to say this. What I will say is, social media, the cyber world, I got y'all on that. It's going to be up to y'all to alley-oop each other. It's going to be up to y'all to alley-oop each other. I'm creating a site called iTunes right now, where not only can you post music or music videos, you can post audiobooks.
I'm still doing
But if
edit.
don't nobody buy your book and nobody ever purchase your book, you can still make 50 cents per subscriber. So if you got 1,000 subscribers or followers, that's $500 a month. So your grind going to be on you. You feel me? I'm not in each and every one of y'all households. I can't tell you what to do, but I can say, here's the plate, eat off the plate. Whatever you do it. I'm gonna create a social media platform where I'm creating one where it's gonna be uncensored. There you go. iTunes, if you write books, if you do music, if you do whatever, support each other. I too come and get YouTube out of here. Like I'm fighting on my level to get these people out y'all way. Period. Like I'm gonna get big tech right up out of here. I'm gonna clear that lane, but y'all gotta run through that lane. I cannot run through that lane for the people. I'm like a fullback right now. You just a running back. So, as far as finance go, I'm paving that way. Banking system is on deck. I'll be ready to operate that when I throw my back signal up. And it's so many things that I'm into that I wish I could speak on right now, but I can't. But I'm loyal. I'm always here. I haven't went nowhere. And I got us this spot. So y'all know I'm not on my bug path. But jobs and creating the infrastructure where we actually give each other time is where I'm going with this. You can do a lot in 3 hours if you just have the space and the peace. So I'm looking to create a system where, okay, you work for me, but you can work from home. You can still make all of this money from home. You can be with your kids, you can be with your family, you can get some sick days, you can do what you want to do. And I'm not having you do nothing crazy. It just might be something simple, but we got to start actually dealing with each other and employing each other and being genuine with each other and not being greedy. I feel like the biggest issue that I've learned, and this is my personal experience, I only speak from personal experience, people just greedy. People just greedy. Like, we ain't broke. Niggas is just greedy. Niggas just want to be the only one on. They want to be the only one with that. They want to be the only one. And I don't believe it. I believe the universe is abundant. If you feel like there's not enough out here, that's on you. That's your belief. I don't feel like that. I feel like if I lose it, I'm going to find it. Or I'm going to find something close to what I lost. That's how I live my life every day. So I feel like when it comes to financing the community, we just got to learn how to share. People got to learn how to share. People got to learn how to be player. And people got to learn how to reach back for their people when they get into a specific position. Like, I'm not going to reach back to somebody who never supported me or was toxic, but I'm going to find one of my people to grab, period. So that's what we got to do. We got to ping pong each other, uplift each other, alley-oop each other, promote each other. And when I drop the social media website, I'm gonna throw the game out there. If everybody listen and pay attention, you can make yourself into 1,000 if not a millionaire. You just gotta listen. People just have to listen. Nobody listens. I feel like, for me, I feel like a broken record. Like, I feel like a broken record. Like, I've been saying the same thing for 5 years. Like, if I go through my text messages right now, I just want you to see how many people say, I'm ready now. I'm ready now. I wish I would have listened. And for me, I'm like, well, I'm up here now. I can't come back down there. So all I'm gonna say is y'all just gotta listen and learn how to use the internet, because the internet is a gold mine if you learn how to use the internet. And one of the most important things you can do is pre-educate yourself about an area before you go in there. That's one thing we need to stop doing. We need to stop freestyling. Too many people want to freestyle. You're not catching. In real life. Too many people walking into rooms, they don't know who was in a room before that. You should never walk into a room and you don't know who was in a room before you get in. That's called wandering. It's called wandering. Now ask yourself, are you wandering in life? Or are you going step by step planning in life? Are you finding yourself in situations? Or are you placing yourself in situations? One of the two. One of the two. Do not abandon your spiritual path. And I feel like as cliche as that sounds, and as corny as that sounds, you're not gonna go nowhere if you abandon your path, if you abandon your purpose. So when it comes to finance, we're gonna ping pong each other, we're gonna all get some money together, and we're gonna work together, because that's what we're supposed to do. And I'm gonna put as many trucks on this road as I need to give people jobs. Nail salon, listen, y'all gonna start seeing glitz all through this city. Nail salons on the way, hair salons on the way, barbershops on the way, we getting you out of here. Like, we getting you out of here. I just bought some land. I'm not gonna tell you where, but yes, grocery stores, all that. Like, who need? I'm gonna come out in a minute and just be like, who need a job? I got you. But we have to share. We have to be civilized. We cannot be greedy. We cannot be jealous. The goal is to get out of the matrix. The goal is to get out of the matrix. I'm not gonna tell y'all my plan, my steps, but I'm gonna tell y'all what the ending goal for me is, to have everybody living in homes where they run off the sun. And I'm gonna just stop right there. So, like, you know, money is like, I'm not even talking about that. So if you're gonna be like, we need to come together, like, no, you need to go get some money. I'm about to build something. I already invented 4 things. I haven't put them out yet, but I created 4 inventions. And I'm on it. Like, I'm on it. So I'm gonna just start going up like Jordan in a minute. And y'all gotta just come on. I'm gonna open the door. You gotta just walk through the door. This basically like being friends with Elon Musk right now. Elon Musk just like, y'all come on, like, come on. So that's where we at right now. As far as finance and building our community, we gonna swim. The money is just a swim. You feel me? It's not gonna get you out the water. You just doing this. But I'm coming with the Coast Guard to get you out of there. And I'm coming with some technology. Systems, right? Systems. I feel like people need to understand the mind, like, you know, what system is your mind operating on? What do you believe? I don't think people understand the power of belief. It's like, you are your own genie. you are your own God. Like you woke up and put that on. I didn't tell you to put that on. Don't be mad at me. You put that on. So I feel like people need to understand, what are you thinking? The most important question you can ever ask yourself is, what are you thinking? Because from there you trace whatever that thought is to the source. Is this a natural thought, or is this an illusionary thought? And I think people need to start looking at their mind as a space. Start looking at your mind as something that you can utilize. Start looking at I don't think people value their mind enough. And as corny as that sounds, nobody want to hear it, because I know a lot of niggas like, my rent due tomorrow. My rent is due tomorrow. What are you doing talking to me about the mind? You need your mind to manifest. You need that. Your rent wouldn't be due tomorrow if you was properly utilizing your mind. So I think people need to realize, like, your mind is like a computer with too much space in it. And computers, when you get too much data on them, what happens? They run slow or they crash. So what is the data you're processing every day? Like, you know how many people spend 30 years arguing about a fantasy? Like, you may be religious in here, and I'm going to let you know I don't play them games. I don't play them games. But you might spend your whole life debating on Jesus Christ. And even if somebody rewards you for that,
Bevel and
somebody
Beauty
says you're a great
and
Christian
Bryson
debater,
Gray.
here's $1 billion, you still wasted your life. Because this is not real. So this is just data that your brain is just constantly processing, and you can never actually manifest your thoughts because you're too busy manifesting fake thoughts. So people need to honestly, like, being real and being fake is, I think that's what God is. Like, whatever you think God is what's real. And whatever you think is fake is the devil. You feel me? Somebody's official, somebody's artificial. And I think we need to clean our minds out. People need to go home and clear their mind, like a Snickers. Why do you want a Snickers? And we all do everybody do their thing. I'm not judging nobody. Cool, but ask yourself, why do you want a Snickers? Nobody came out of their mom's womb and was like, wow, I want a Snickers. No, somebody programmed that into your mind. You know what I'm saying? Somebody kept showing you that and showing you that and showing you that until now you're like, damn, I want a Snickers. And now you have trained yourself to crave that which does not exist. You are now crazy. You are now crazy. Seriously, you are now crazy. If you are craving something that literally does not even exist in real reality. There's no such thing as a Snickers. There's no Snickers tree, Snickers lake, Snickers river. Like, there's nowhere in the world you can go get a Snickers. This is something that is being engineered and fed to you by a lot. It's technically biochemical warfare. If you want to be literate about it, it's biochemical warfare.
Thank you,
So
Celine.
people have to deprogram themselves. I feel like the universe reacts to you. It doesn't act upon you. It's giving you what you're asking for. And a lot of people are psychologically programmed to act for their own demise. And you have to sit at home and say, why do I hang with the niggas I hang with? Why? Like, forget that. It ain't that much 2K in the world. It ain't that much Call of Duty in the world. Like, it's not. You gotta ask yourself, why do I hang with the people I hang with? Why do I chill with the women I chill with? Who told me that was cool? Who told me that was right? That's not right. Do I have the strength to see this person in a new light? Do I have the strength to remove my presence from this person's life? And so that is how you change your life. And that is free. That is free. But that's hard to do because, man, listen, y'all know what it is. People be stuck, a lot of people be stuck in their own ways, stuck in their own ideas. Or let's talk about attachment. Love. Love is dangerous because it will keep you glued to that which is not for you. You feel me? It'll keep you glued. It's like an energy glue. Like, I got love for this person, and the volume of love that I have for this person determines how hard it is to step away from this person. And so we have to honestly be honest with ourselves. Our people still are living in like 1712 in their mind. A lot of people, yes, exactly.
There you
a lot
go.
of people are still on a plantation in their mind. A lot of people can't think outside the box. A lot of people are not going nowhere with their life. And you got to step away from these people. That don't mean you got to belittle them or look down on them, but you have to step away and lead by example and allow them to see you up there and say, oh, either I'm coming up there or I'm not. But you can't stay on the same level as the people that we around. We can't do that. It's a wrap. So I believe the black community, for 2 seconds, before we come together, we gotta have it every man for themselves. You feel me? We gotta have it. You gotta have that. Because you gotta know what you're coming together with. People tell me every day you need to come. I don't need to come together with none of these niggas. I don't know y'all niggas at all. At all. You wasn't there. I don't know you. You wasn't with me. No, not shooting in the gym. You wasn't with me sleeping in the trap. Forget shooting in the gym. You wasn't with me in that cell. You wasn't with me in that courtroom. You wasn't with me all these years doing. This is not my first event. You wasn't with me. Like I was driving 19 hours setting up stuff myself, giving lectures and driving back. I didn't see y'all niggas. Now I have broke the stratosphere and now everybody want to be my, no. If you want to be where I'm at, you walk, you do this, you go through boot camp like I went through. I'm not stamping you though, for free. So I feel like we need to do that. That's what we need to do that with everybody. How can I say it? People need to G-check everybody's lifestyle pretty much. Like, we ain't got to fight, but is we for real or like, is you vegan or you not? Seriously, like no more games. Is you gonna keep eating McDonald's or is you not? Like, seriously, if you are cool, whoop, you going over there. Like, we need to create a folder and just put niggas in the folder. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I respect about white people. White people have their trailer park trash category. They have it. They have it. They don't dog each other though, but they have it. But we don't have that. Niggas just take niggas from everywhere. Niggas, it be 50 different types of niggas in one room. 3 gangbangers, a doctor, a professor, some nurse. Like, no. We have to start honestly saying, my nigga, that is not publicly tolerable behavior. It's not. It's not. Like, it's ways you do things. If you want to do, like, if you smoke, you smoke. Don't be smoking it. You can smoke in the back. There's kids right here. If you want to do you, do it in the back. It's kids right here. We have to start delegating behavior and mental health, and if not, we have to create our trailer park trash category. But not based off money. We have to start judging each other based off character. Yes, character, actions, thought processes, and energy. Like, I'm big on energy. I don't really care what nobody say. Like, I'm huge on. I can feel you. I can feel you coming up the street and be like, that nigga is about to be a problem. I can be like, this nigga is about to be a problem. Like, every step towards me, I can be like, I'm telling you, I can feel it. So we need to look at life in terms of energy and just start going from there. Start seeing people beyond the flesh. You know, like, we're not gonna look like this when we 80. You're not gonna be as attracted to me now or I'm not gonna be attracted to you either now as I am when we 80. So what do we really like about each other? What do I really like? That's where we need to be interacting from. Right there. Like, people do it with animals all the time. You be, oh my God, but when it's humans, it's just flesh. If you're not serving me with your flesh, you valueless, and that gotta go. You feel me? Our community gotta come out of the Negro bot, nigga slave syndrome, Willie Lynch syndrome, and we gotta start seeing people for what they are, an individual soul, an individual spirit. What kind of spirit are you? Are you a demonic spirit? Are you an angelic spirit? Are you what kind of person are you? And go from there. I don't think we're ever gonna get out of any situation we're in until we realize it literally starts in the mirror. Nobody told you to do this shit you dead. Nobody's obligated to get you out of this shit you put yourself in. Nobody owes you anything. You should be carrying yourself the way that you want to be addressed. And you should be regulating your space. This should be a template teaching for everybody. And then from there we go. So until our community starts to crook and flail themselves, lead and punish themselves, we're not going nowhere. I don't want to get up here and lie to y'all and be like, invest in me and donate in me, and I'm not gonna Umar you. Yeah, shot. I'm playing dirty. I'm not humble anymore. I'm not gonna Umar you. I'm not gonna Umar you. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna give you. I'm not gonna bring you a fish. I'm gonna teach you to fish. And I'll meet you on the lake. My boat might be bigger, but you're welcome on my boat till you get a bigger boat. And that's how we rock it. This Real Talk tour that Angela is doing, beautiful tour. I'm happy to, and I'm blessed to be invited and be a part of it. And I think we need to have conversations like this daily. I think conversation dictates the energy. It does. Like, what you are talking about determines the direction that you're going. And I think we need to have more positive conversations. We like to have grown folk conversations, but on the front, it's like a movie. You got the movie, then you got the behind the scenes. behind the scenes has to stop being the movie. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes has to stop being the movie. That don't mean we hiding corruption. That don't mean we doing nothing crazy in the back. But the back has to stop being the front. Niggas gotta stop coming out here with their pants on to their knees. Women gotta stop coming out here with bonnets on. Like, you have to come out here and be professional. You have to come out here and perform. You have to come out here and be and carry yourself in a manner where the respect is going on in your community. We cannot keep coming out here selling ourselves short, and the behind the scenes is the movie. And then we wonder why we're not getting no respect. We wonder why we're not going nowhere. You wonder why your life not changing. You wonder why nobody wants to deal with you. You wonder why nobody want to network with you. You wonder why it's easy for people to try to play you or clown you. And I feel like we have to take ourselves serious as a community. Until we take ourselves serious, nobody else is going to take you serious.
That's right.
If you walk in here right now and you say, I know how to rap, if I say, nigga, bust a freestyle, and you freeze, no, I don't want to hear you anymore. Right. It's a rap. It's a dub. You didn't know. You killed the opportunity. So we got to stop doing that. If you say I'm a guy, and I say freestyle, nigga, I want to hear a rap. If I don't hear a rap, who you lying? So I feel like our community we got to take ourselves serious as individuals. Push everybody out of your mind. As hard as that is to do, push everybody out of your mind. Push your friends out of your mind, push your family out of your mind, and let your spirit talk to you. And I feel like everybody got two voices. You have the voice inside of your mind, which is you, and then you have everybody else's voice in the world outside, which is me. I'm talking to, it's so many voices in this room listening to one voice. Unless I'm giving you bad information, unless I'm giving you good information, you should not ever listen to me. As crazy as that sounds. No, don't listen to me, listen to you. We have been reverse psychology. It's like a robot destroying itself. I think people need to understand, you need to trust you. You need to listen to you. I don't need to listen to you. This is my life. If I hear some good advice, I should, wisdom tells me I should, but I still have the choice not to. People need to realize that nobody can tell you what to do but you. If you are afraid of what somebody else think, you won't never wear the outfit you want to wear. If you're afraid of what somebody else is going to say, you ain't never going to say what you want to say. If you're afraid of what somebody else is going to do, you ain't going to never do what you want to do. So that is literally where we are. We're not physically enslaved, but we're mentally enslaved. And hopefully I have been a testimony of what mental liberation is. I get in trouble all the time because somebody says this is not a slave. This person right here is on the run. And I'm trying to tell everybody else, y'all better get on the run, but the run is in your mind. Like, the best advice I would give you is stop listening. Like, stop listening to people. Listen to yourself. Fact check. Stop letting people tell you what to do because you think they're an authority figure. That doesn't mean don't respect authority, but authority, the burden of proof is on the district attorney, it's not on you. The burden of proof is on the government to say they are who they say they are. It ain't on me to believe that you've got my best interest at hand, it's on you to prove that. So I feel like we have to stop listening to people. We got to get to a point where your relationship with yourself is the best relationship you have. Okay, gotcha. Your relationship with yourself should be the best relationship that you have. And all other relationships with you should stem from that relationship. I don't care who you think you are. I don't care if you think you're a magician, whoever. Everybody around you better support magic. Straight up. And I think we just need to break our minds down. Delete everything we thought we knew, accept that. It hurt for a minute, it hurt. It's like when you found out wrestling was fake. When I found out wrestling was fake, I was like, what you mean it's not fake? Like, what you mean? But now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, because nobody just gets hit with a sledgehammer on Monday and come back on Thursday. That's like reality. Like, okay, everything I was told was a lie. Boom, you in that space. You holding that pain. You have a choice to say, maybe it wasn't a lie and I'm going to walk back into this illusion because it was comfortable. Or you have a choice to say, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, but I'm walking into tomorrow. Yeah. And if your choice is not that second option, you pretty much, you're going to be in a time loop. You're going to be in a time loop. And then this ascends to, do you believe in extraterrestrials? Do you believe this is holographic? Do you believe this is a simulation? Who do you think your neighbors are? Where do you think races of people come from? Do you believe you're the only person in the universe? What do you think history really is? This is a whole entire rabbit hole that I've been basically living in for over 10 years. But you gotta get to the rabbit hole. You gotta get there first. Yes, you gotta get there. Intermission, right? All right, y'all, we're gonna take a brief intermission.
10 minutes. 10 minutes only.
Where's the restroom?
The restroom is in the back. It's
Be on
only
time.
one person at a time. There's some water and some small, very light refreshments over here. So grab it if you want that, and literally back in 10 minutes. We're just gonna let Pharaoh get a breather. Everybody can get some air, but literally 10 minutes. You go lose your seat. Make sure you come right back.
Okay, guys. I said I was gonna do it, and I did it. I told you. I've met all my heroes, and I've never been disappointed. So, yeah, I'm super happy. This is like, it's been so long. I've been listening to this guy's videos for so long, and now he's sitting like 8 feet away from me. It's amazing. So happy. You gotta touch the hem of the garment. I have a YouTube channel. Did you want to record? Because I'm going to leave it up on my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it again, you can go on my channel. I'm not sure if anyone's live streaming on his Instagram or not. You wanted to what? Oh, good for you. What kind of microphone do you have? Okay.
It's not anything in particular.
I love podcasting. I did podcasting for 2 years before I started like politics, I guess, history, education. That's okay. I wasn't either. I learned as I went.
I got it off Amazon. Is there a specific type of shoe?
I'm a big fan of the ATR 2100. Let me see what you bought.
Blue box.
So you got the ball?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
That's
Send me the
okay.
blue box. That's all I know. I'm gonna ask my cousin to take a picture of it if it's not here.
Oh, thank you. I got your email. I got your number. So we'll connect. And I got plenty of time. I will work around your schedule, baby girl. You know, Pharaoh's been saying it forever. You know, if the government's not going to act right, we need our own shit. You know, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, I'm gonna just.
Go ahead, you can sit right here.
Okay.
We're gonna squeeze in. Yep, sorry, you gotta go past my legs. They're huge. All right? And you go right there. Okay, perfect. Let me see your microphone.
He's sending a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
It's not here. It's in.
What kind of editing do you do? What program are you
I
in?
don't
Okay.
do it. I have his name is Educator, and he's gonna be the person that does it. This is the only reason why I haven't done one so far, because I'm not really tech savvy like that. I know
It takes
I
time.
know how to speak. You know what I mean? I have great ideas and great conversation, but okay, here it is.
It takes time. Okay, I've never heard of this, but it's cool. You got a table stand for it, and you got what's called, we call it a spit guard, but it's really I already forgot what it's called. But yeah, you got a good one.
Yeah, so that's what I have for that. I got a backdrop, I got the desk and everything.
Is this unidirectional or omnidirectional?
You're speaking another language.
I
don't know. What does that mean?
I think. Okay, so uni means one, omni means all. So
Right.
a unidirectional mic is only going to receive the sound right in front of the tip, literally on the tip. And so when you speak into it, your voice is going to be super clear and it's going to sound retail ready. And omnidirectional is like maybe if you're in a, go ahead. Maybe if you're in a room with, like if you're doing a group, so you want to catch everybody's voice, that's omnidirectional. But you got a good one. Good job. Go ahead. I swear, I thought that girl was Angela Yee, and I was about to whoop her ass, but it's not her. She just looks like Angela. She does, doesn't she? Light bright that just walked by.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
She's the camera lady.
But I'm not interested in
Yeah, I was gonna beat her ass if it was her. I was like, okay, I got something for you. I've had something to say about her for a minute. You wanna use my fan?
I see you came prepared.
Always. I knew I was coming to Texas. I knew it was gonna be hot.
Oh, you're just visiting?
I'm gonna be here for a minute, maybe a month or two. I got a lot going on this summer, but I think Texas is gonna. I've got a lot of work to do out here, so I got a lot of friends to visit with.
Where are you coming from?
I don't have a home anymore. Alright, save my seat. I'm everywhere. Oh, you're so pretty. Excuse me, young lady. Damn, it's muggy out here. Yeah, where's the video gonna be?
It's gonna be, well, we're gonna give that footage to Angela and them. They're gonna make a documentary or something later. So we will have it up on YouTube and Instagram.
On Pharaoh's page?
I haven't talked to Pharaoh about it, but I'm sure that he is gonna have some of the footage too to put up his page. Yes.
Okay, cool. So
I didn't see you in Vegas.
No, but this is only the Houston team.
Oh, okay.
Temporary team. I wish we did.
Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the ground running. I'm gonna be gigging as hard as I can so I can make enough money and get up out of your house. So. But you know what? There's more gigs in Austin than there are in Columbus, that's for sure. Way more work. So I'm happy that you're taking me in. I love you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Oh, is it gonna get worse, Laura? Jicama, are there a lot of people? Well, it's a small space, but yeah, it's packed. There's people who can't get seats, that's for sure. I'd say there's probably about 75 people here, at least, maybe 100. Maybe not 100, maybe like 75. Well, I survived Florida for a month and a half, so I think I can survive Texas, hopefully. Kid Styles is here. Where? Where are you at, kid? Where are you at? Find me, Kid Styles. I'm outside. Where are you at? I'm gonna sit down. Oh, thank you, Jicama. You know I'm gonna come visit you. You've been with me since the beginning. Okay. So Trey is in San Antonio and Cornerstone Baptist Church is in San Antonio. So I'll definitely come out. We should do a thing where we all go to church and then we grab lunch together. I need some brisket. I ain't vegan. Kid, are you in the building or are you in the chat? Because I'm confused. Because if you're in the building, you better come outside and say hi to me. How do you like that? Da, 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 da. I'm on TikTok way too much. Oh, you live close? Perfect. Then we'll meet there for church, and then we'll go get some brisket afterward. And then, like, I would love to go swimming. Like, I that's the thing. That's the number one thing I miss about being in California is I used to be out all the time. And I want to find a river or a lake or someplace I can go swimming. Because I'm beach body ready. Sorry, no nipples out. Sorry, I'll probably get strike for that. I don't care. My sticky bras, it stopped being sticky, so I had to throw that one away. We got to buy a new one. Are you guys enjoying it so far? I mean, the thing is, like, I don't particularly like activists or speakers or educators that only target one community, because everything he just said applies to everybody of every race, you know? So I don't, but I think that there are some people that are of such great quality, like him, that it's like I'm not going to dismiss them because they're on the blackety black stuff. You know, I'm not going to dismiss that. You know, I know that was one of the reasons that Axe got mad at me because I brought up Angie. And he's like, you know, all she cares about is the black stuff. And I was like, yeah, but the thing is, everybody needs to be in this fight. So there are going to be Afrocentric people who are still on our side, and we can't divide them, you know, like that's one of the biggest things that I'm pissed about with the Republicans and the conservatives is they're all fucking petty. They're all fucking petty. You know what I mean? Okay, I don't agree with you about this one point, so that means you're not on my side. No, fuck that. No, if we don't like pedophiles, if we don't like commies, and if we don't like big government, then we're all on the same side. You know? The problem is people don't want to fight together, and that's why the left is winning. The left cares nothing about petty differences. They don't care about the truth. They're all going to be on this. The radical left is so unified in their attack on America that if we're not equally as unified, we're going to lose it, which we already have. And now we're trying to get it back, you know? So I'm sick of some, you know, I'm sick of everyone pointing the finger and calling everybody else a grifter, calling everybody else, you know, some people are unified, some people are not. I'm tired of Bryson Gray, you know, tearing down every other conservative that may not have the sexuality that he likes, you know? I'm sick of it. If we're all fighting for the same things, then we're fighting on the same team. And that's just how that goes. The problem is we don't have a manager. We don't have a leader. Trump was the manager. Trump was the leader. And now we don't have him. And everybody's after CPAC. They're starting running around like chickens with their heads cut off. It's getting really fucking old really fast. And I'm over it. I agree, Celine. And yes, I love Baby Yoda too. Baby Yoda is like my spirit animal. I love him, he's so cute. With his little cup. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know Blair White was in the music video. Blair White is fine, damn. Blair White makes me want to step up my makeup game. But anyway, I think we gotta go back inside. Blair White is, and she's nice too. She's from LA like me. That's my girl.
What's in y'all mind? What's in y'all heart? You know, where do y'all want to go? You know, what spaces do y'all want to create for yourselves? And where do y'all want to go in the world? Before we even continue this, because
Thank you.
I don't want to say this. It's enough space for everybody. It's enough trees for everybody to have an apple. You feel me? As much as
Thank you, friend.
y'all, I don't even like using the word follow. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just all understand each other. Like, think of it like high school. Like, you don't follow your high school friends. You just see them in the lunchroom and be like, hey, but I'm not following you though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wouldn't even say that. I would say we all are in this room because somebody came across a great piece of information. We all have come across something that got us in this room at the same time. And so, you know, for like the opening of the second part, I want to do Q&A. And I want y'all to ask me, not only questions, of course y'all can ask me anything y'all want to ask me, but I also just want to hear y'all minds, because that is going to help me to create with consideration, if that makes sense. Because if you leave it up to me, I'm going to make it the way I want it to be, or I'm going to do what I want to do. But I like to hear the people. I like to hear y'all. You know what I'm saying? We in different positions. And I want to hear what it is that troubles or is an obstacle. So at least I can put it in the back of my mind. So as I go on my journey, if I have to, I can throw you something under the door, or I can bust a move. So if y'all want to raise y'all hands, I'm gonna just go through pick. I'm gonna pick you first, and I'm gonna pick different individuals. I'm gonna come to that side next, and then we can go from here. So yes, we are.
All right, so, for me, I believe that this world right now is heavily indoctrinated in sorcery and magic.
Yes.
So, with words, and the only way to beat a spell is with another one. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, unbeknownst to other people outside that don't really know, the ignorant ones,
Right.
we kind of, like, we got our kids pledging allegiance unbeknownst to them that they're doing spells. So it's kind of got to be like like the lane going the same way, but with our spell, we got good intentions. You know what I'm saying? So I consider myself a magician, and I surround myself with magicians, and I'm very intentional about my words. I'm intentional about what I put forth into the universe. So I see that is directly in alignment with what you're doing. I see that you're very intentional with
Every damn thing.
Everything.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
intentional down to the color of my toothbrush.
I've been following you since July 15, 2000, since we both got out together.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna put it like that.
That's right.
So it's like, I know that, and you touched on a point where you said you made it safe for a lot of people, and you made it safe for me as a woman to be able to express and be open with my magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I see that pretty much what you're doing, all I want to do is push you up, because me pushing you up makes it safe for me to
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
You know?
Yes, ma'am.
And on the third dimension, the physical dimension, financial literacy is the key. The only way that I was able to focus on myself and my magic is to be financially free, so I'm not working all the time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
it allowed me to perfect and refine my magic.
Right.
So, I'm into financial literacy being the basic, but that's like preschool. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Once we financially free, who are we then?
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
That's who you are. That's why I always say who you are as a kid is who you really are.
Right, right.
When you wasn't thinking about, damn, I gotta pay my phone bill, my rent bill, this, that, and the third. When you was just out here and playing with toys and being in your space,
In the woods.
that is who you really
Yeah.
are. That is who you are. And listen, I'm gonna alley-oop you. Like I'm gonna throw the bat signal up. That's all I can say. I'm gonna throw the bat signal. I'm basically out here like this. Like I'm out. Y'all see me. I'm out here, and it's right there. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm kicking it. It's right there. You gotta get it. So I'm gonna throw the bat signal up. And when I throw the bat signal up, y'all just run to the bat signal. Use the social media platform as a way to get money. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna count, we're not counting each other's pockets, but y'all can network. You feel me? Everybody in this, it's enough people in this room right now for everybody in here to be millionaires.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need 1 million followers to become no goddamn millionaire. What you talking about? Like, I didn't ask for the fame. I asked for the bank account. I didn't ask for the fame.
Right.
So yes, I agree with you there. And I think people need to redefine magic. Magic is the frequency that you carry,
Yeah.
and how you utilize the frequency that you carry. That's magic. And how you influence people through the frequency that you carry. Is your intentions good or is it bad? Are you wishing good on other people genuinely, or are you genuinely wishing bad? That is magic. Everything else that is like the template of magic. Everything else is detailed based upon a person's personality. And I totally support you in that. I totally agree with you in that. On that, and your last issue is exactly where I'm at in my life right now, where I feel like I'm about to try to, you know, I'm gonna throw people, I'm gonna slide something under the door for the general public to say y'all can get away from these people, and y'all can do y'all for y'all, and I'll take the blow because I take all the blows anyway.
Yeah.
I take all the blows anyway, whether I did it or not. So I might as well take the blow. So I'm gonna take the blow. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna take the blow because that's speaking into existence.
Absolutely.
I've taken blows, and now I'm gonna win the fight.
Right.
Now,
There's no need to take no more.
there we go. Over here, somebody had yes.
Hey y'all.
How you doing?
I rock with you a long way.
And I rock with you the long way.
Man, okay, so my name is Deidre, everybody. I just want to tell y'all the energy in this room is amazing. So
That's right.
So
2 years. I took him out when he was in 4th grade
Uh-huh.
because of the psychological manipulation
That's right.
and all of the confusion. And I seen my son coming, I just seen him deteriorate in the school system.
Right.
So, interestingly enough, he wants to go back. I put him back. And then he started cutting up, because he's his mom's child.
Right.
He's a rebellious child, rightfully so.
Right.
And long story short, a lot of us got kids, and we know that these schools are institutionalizing our children.
That's right.
No way around it.
That's right.
So I just wanted to ultimately, can we all exchange information so that we can start getting our kids together?
Yes. Y'all need to do that stuff like that on the app. That's what it's like. I can't be in 1,000 places at one time, but I can create a place for 1,000 people to be at one time. So that's what I would like to see. I would like to see groups on just battling the system, period. If you get into it, you should be able to have 50,000 people in a group who feel like you. You should be able to jump in that group and say, CPS is coming to my house, I don't want to send my kids to school. And you should be able to have 500 random people show up at your house and say, nah, we were hurt. Why? That's how we got to start rocking. That's how we got to start rocking. Like, we minding our business. What happened? We over there with six.
And it's really easy, y'all. The kids are gonna learn. They like sponges. So a lot of times we feel like, I'm not equipped for this, how I'm gonna do this. It's easy. It's not difficult. Just let them do what they like to do.
Right. Let them respect them as a person.
Exactly.
That's what it comes down to. We all been through that. So it ain't like, one person's parent is better or worse than the other. But I don't think people look at children as grown people who are not yet grown. Like, I let my daughter have an attitude. You're not gonna go too far, but I do want you to have an attitude. Because I need to know if I'm not here, you gon' motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna let nobody just take you know what I mean? So have a little attitude. Sometimes I be like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Like, I feel like we don't look at kids like that. Like, this is a person who needs to understand that their boundaries are important. No is a word. You know what I'm saying? And if you go too far, then I'll bring you back to where you should be. But I'm gonna let you, like, if this is going too far, I'm gonna let you play right here. I'm gonna let you play right here. But that's how we should deal with children. But yes, I would like to see that on the social media app.
Thank you.
It was one more person over. Yes, who hand is that?
Okay, so I watched The Walking Dead. And I feel like we need to be on those type of times. Running out of time, and my question is, so while we at this event, we got people in space doing stuff, and so Bill Gates supposed to be covering up the sun. I know y'all heard about that.
You gotta go.
Like,
Ain't no plan with that.
right. So if he cover up the sun, or if he haven't already, what do we supposed to do?
Which one you want? PG-13?
Okay,
Come on. Bring the smoke. Give him that work.
These is real conversations, motherfucker. Gotta act, cause I can have this. We can have this conversation. I can be like, we gonna be at that nigga house at 2 in the morning, jump the fence, and bust. Or not. My thing is, nobody. Everybody gotta, let me say this in the healthiest way, because I don't want to seem like I'm a blackish. What I do want to say is, we got to get to the point where everybody's on the same page. We all on the same page. And if one person detonate, everybody detonate. That's how listen, I mean, one band, one sound.
You hear me?
Anymore when I used to gang. Like, if my man pop, I'm popping. What you talking about? We out here. That's how we gotta get as a people. We gotta get to the point where it's like, y'all are cool, they are not.
Exactly.
Either they go over there, and what they do over there don't affect us over here, or we pop. And I want to see who really hot. I want to see who really all that. Cut the TV off. Bring your gun outside. I want to see who hot. Either we go there or we don't. But certain people you don't play with. Like Bill Gates is beyond. We're not talking to him. We're not talking to him at all. Certain Hillary, we're not talking to her. We're not talking to you. Stay away from me, or I'm gonna pop on you. I feel like that's what we gotta go as a people, and we gotta stop feeling guilty about that.
That's right.
Stop, like I said, a lot
That
of
goes
niggas
for
think
all
they gonna meditate away
patriots.
their problems. You're not gonna meditate away your problems, nigga. Not no. If I'm about to punch you in your mouth, this is not gonna. No, like even if Buddhist monk, no, he gotta do something. You hear me? Like they're not. So I'm like, we live in a world, honestly, where all jokes aside, we so disconnected from our own environment, we don't realize that it's being ruined. Like fishes know when you poison the water. They know that. Niggas is just walking around just bopping through chemtrails and bopping through hoes, partying through all kind of niggas partying with clones out here. Straight clones, niggas be at the concert bopping with a clone. Like you are not a whip. The first rule of any form of combat is what?
Know your enemy.
Nope. 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 You don't always know who your enemy is. That's how you know who your enemy is. Any nigga that tries. Hello. So the first rule of any combat is what? Protect yourself at all times. Now, understanding that, who is yourself? Your mind. You're not your body. You're the consciousness operating this vessel. So that's the part of yourself you got to protect. Now that we have established that, where did you get what is your mind? Your mind is a metaphysical force created by nature. Are you in your natural mentality? Probably not. Most likely not. Are you aware that nature is being destroyed? Probably don't even care. Are you aware that the water is being polluted? Probably don't even think about the water. Are you aware that the air is being polluted? Nigga, you probably smoke cigarettes and don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably are just toxic and don't care that the environment is becoming toxic. So, a lot of people have become the fish who don't realize the fish tank is dirty. And we the fish, and we like, nigga, clean this up. This green's been on the glass for like 3 years. Scrub this. So, with that being said, that is the point that you argue from. You feel me? I'm trying to give it to you as clean as I can. You don't come from the point of, I'm not going to say not what you know. You always come from what you know, but you come from a planetary point of view with your beef. That's your beef. If you see Bill Gates, your beef with Bill Gates is not that slavery happened and he's racist and he's white, because you're going to lose. Your beef is that, nigga, you are the terrorist of this planet and you're destroying everything on this planet. That's your beef. So I'm giving y'all the argument. I'm giving you the argument because I'm not saying that, anybody should do anything or do anything to jeopardize themselves or, you don't have nothing to prove to me. Do not go out here and kamikaze your life because you think you're going to prove something to me because, nigga, I don't know you. I'm going to be the first to tell you. Preserve yourself, but it counts in the courtroom. I'm going to tell you, that's where it counts. It don't count in the street. Niggas be talking about whole court in the street, niggas be crying when they get 20 years. I've seen niggas get right in the courtroom, judge say 10 years, and they gotta carry a nigga out because he's crying. So they count in that courtroom. It's not what you do, it's why you did it. Motive. Feel what I'm saying? We have to reestablish a natural motive on the planet.
Right.
We have to reestablish that. Yes, we like to party. Yes, we like to have fun, but we are not destructional creatures. And you are a destructional mother. And you don't have no self-control. And you're using your money to destroy people's lives. You are a terrorist. Now what's happening with you? Now what's happening with you? That's the argument. So that's how we handle Bill Gates and anybody. And that's what you tell your kids. That's what I'm gonna tell my kids. His kids is he's my enemy and his kids is your enemy. And if they not, get out. Treason. Straight up. It's gonna hurt me more than it hurt you, but you gotta get the fuck out. Treason. Nope. Pick a side, like we family banging now. Now we family banging. That's how we defeat these people. Anything other than that, we wasting our time and somebody's scared. One of the two. Who had it? You, right?
We have a hand up here. White dress. She's holding up for a while.
Yep, let's do this. Her, right? Yes.
Hi, everyone. On a metaphysical level,
Yes, ma'am.
why did you choose Texas with the ley lines and the chakras? I've been following you since 2017. Learned quite a bit.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
an old head is what they call it.
That's right.
I'm 54.
That's right.
However, I know you walk in a high order.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Texas is a place.
It's like a country within a country.
And we're asking for the own independence again now. So far as what you're wanting to build on the ley lines of Texas,
I'm in a perfect spot.
and why you here,
I'm in a perfect spot. This ain't happening by chance, it's by experience.
been here, done that,
I'm a commando on the low. I know what I'm doing.
deja vu,
Yes, ma'am.
all of that. Elon Musk is here, Rihanna is here, 50 Cent is here. It's something high vibrational.
I'm gonna tell you what, whoever here, they better lay down. Lay down. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Like I'm about to put my crown on, literally. Literally in a second. Lay down. Kiss the ring when you approach me. Or what's the problem? Lay down. Period. Go ahead, Sarah.
It's time for us to take over what's ours, rightfully.
I got a deal for Texas. We gonna help you solve your problems. Leave us alone. That's a deal.
Yes.
You got a problem at the
I'm
border?
here 10 toes
We gonna clear the
down.
problem. It ain't gonna be the way you would do it, but I get it done.
Metaphysically,
Yeah.
I know who I am in the spirit realm. I know who I am,
That's
my
right.
ancestors that walk cosmically,
That's right.
genetically,
That's
bio, spiritual. AI right here. Strong sister. I'm with you all the way.
That's right.
However you want to bring us up,
We going up.
bringing in the new earth and the consciousness of consciousness that's evolving.
That's right.
And us taking over, really
That's right.
knowing who we are.
right.
It's time for us to take over the whole planet because it belongs to us.
Wow.
I'm giving you my phone number, my name, and my email address. You got to hook up.
Yes. Give me that. The bat, listen here. My whole life, people have looked at me like, that's the bad guy. That's the person who don't listen. That's the person who will walk out the class. But I've been right.
Right.
I've been right. I've been fucking right. Like nobody wants to do what they consciously know to be.
I got you.
Or a waste of time. So I feel like I know how to get it done.
Yeah.
I know how to get it done. You might not wanna. It might not be for you though. Man, I'm like that big brother that you can't never walk to the store with. You don't know why. I'm cool as hell. I'm gonna give you $1 when I see you. I'm gonna give you $5, but you cannot walk up the street with me.
Right.
Cause that's a dangerous walk, and that's what it is right now.
That's
Where
right.
it's like if you for play and you on the internet, nigga, I ain't your man. Cause I'm not for play. I'm with it all the way. Like I'm not living my life under communism. I'm not living my life under none of that. Even if we take black history off the table, let's say I was just a regular person. I'm not living my life under that. That's not happening. I'd rather detonate. If I can't do what I want to do in the world, I don't want to live in the world. I don't care who feels some type of way about that. If I can't be who I want to be in a certain space, I'm not being in the space. Get me out the space. So, if the planet is going to become some crazy, like you said, Walking Dead or some crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, people when they got them vaccines, but nigga, if you die, you going to stay dead? That's a genuine, legitimate concern. Because they have done experiments where they have brought people back from the dead. So that's not crazy. That's not, I want to know if a motherfucker died from that vaccine, is that motherfucker gonna stay dead?
Right.
No. Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
This is
Burn the body.
This is kind of like what the statement I wanted to make. I have a statement I want to make and I have a question. So my name is Michelle Cavallo and I'm from New York. I flew all the way over here to see you, and I want to thank whoever that was that made sure that I got in here.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been following you for a long time. You are brilliant,
Thank you.
absolutely brilliant. And I'm just so proud of you, and I'm just so happy that you broke through everything that you broke through, because I truly believe that people like you, soul spirits like you that come here, literally there's a lot of tests, a lot of things that you have to go through, because this world wanted to take you out.
Yes, ma'am.
Right,
Mm.
so I've been there, right? I'm also the person who wrote the movie Paid in Full. Some people know that.
Wow.
Hey! So I know what it's like fire and be that black sheep and be that person and, you know, so I so resonate with you. And as a New Yorker like you, I'm down in the city though. The thing I'm concerned about what she said, this whole pandemic, what I got to see more than ever before, you know, before you didn't know who the enemy was, who the demons were, who the sleep people were. But when this happened, the niggas that you thought was about it was like running around with masks. These niggas lining up for this shot. And what the fuck is going on? And it was like, wait a minute, you was on the corner popping your gun and you got on a, what the fuck is going on? So it's scary. So I'm asking you,
I've done with it for
what
27 years.
the hell do we do? Because like, I'm
Tell them
hearing
niggas get the come out of here.
I know, but what I'm saying is, this is the first time in my life that I'm here for the energy.
Right.
I'm here for the wokeness.
That's right.
I'm here for the real people.
That's right.
I knew that when I had to travel to Texas. I mean, there's other things going on, but I especially was coming for you.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm like, the reason I'm here is to remind myself, to give myself strength
That's
that
right.
it is a fight going on.
That's right.
And I need to be in the center of it. And like you just said, if I can't be free,
What's poppin'?
Right.
What's good?
What's up?
Because I'm not living like that. I don't know how to do that. I can't do crack ever. I came through a lot, and I'm not about to let you just control my fucking life. And I had to fight a lot. So I'm asking you two questions. I mean, what do you recommend? As you said, you know, you get rid of these people and you get rid of these people, but you know, we have to find a way to still be able to cipher energy because we are one. So we need to be able to be around like-minded people more often.
Right.
We need to be on these real talk tours so we can have the energy to do the work, right? I'm
Right.
an author, I teach tech and
Right.
everything you was talking about, and I need to be able to always be in these ciphers. The other question is, I know you said you can't tell us everything, but with your community and your society that you're creating, are we gonna follow this Western ideology of this
Hell
green
no.
dollar? Oh, this bartering, what we doing?
Listen, we gonna work the cause of this dollar until some technology come out where your house run for free.
Right.
Okay,
That's what it is.
Right.
That's as far as we going with that.
okay.
We gonna until then though, we gonna jug this dollar.
Big money.
We gonna jug this dollar. I'm not gonna lie, we gonna jug this dollar.
Okay.
And then one day I'm gonna be like, bills. Who pay bills?
Right.
Who pay bills? We don't pay bills over
Come on
here.
now.
Okay.
If you pay bills, you pay bills.
Because they already know how to give us free energy, they're hiding it.
Come on now.
Bills?
Right.
Bills? One day I wake up and be like, bills? I don't pay no fucking bills. Are you freaking crazy?
Right.
But no.
No.
So that's just where we gotta go.
Okay.
That's where we gotta go. That's where I'm going.
And what do you recommend for staying strong in the apocalypse? New York City is the apocalypse.
I would recommend you get the fuck out of New York City.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you chose Texas because Texas is like, I don't know what it is. but as I've been
I'm gonna go him, then you. Go ahead.
Texas and Florida just seems to be where the freedom really, like these people are not having it. So I'm so glad that you came here, even though I'm gonna follow you to Philly and everywhere else. But, yeah, this was a good spot.
Yeah,
I felt
definitely.
free.
At the end of the day, that's what we want.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Gotta be free.
At the end of the day, you don't, yes, free and everybody respect everybody.
Mhm.
As long as ain't nobody bothering you, don't bother them. It don't matter if you agree with them or not. They ain't doing no
Exactly.
satanic weirdoism,
Right.
touching no kids. You know what I'm saying?
What did I
Like,
just
you
say?
gotta learn how to let the man be under the bridge.
What did I just say?
Because one thing you making fun of this man under the bridge, but he happy under that bridge. He
Right.
ain't bothering no goddamn body. You feel me? So we gotta,
Matrix.
yeah, we gotta get back to that. We gotta get back to that level of psyche. Yeah, I'm gonna go you, and then it was you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, got you.
I'm just happy to see all my New Yorkers in here, because I
Yeah.
grew up in New York too.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm from Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
So I moved here 2.5 years ago, and all my family and friends thought I was crazy when I said I was moving to Texas.
Right.
Oh,
Everybody's
wow.
like, you crazy, what you doing out there, you know?
Thinking that it's racist, right?
Yeah, thinking that I'm here now, you know, I'm just redefining myself.
Yes, sir.
Just cleaning up my energy, my whole vibe. Because growing up in Brooklyn in that environment, there's so much toxicity, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And all that word, good mother.
Yeah. All my friends and family want to connect. I know how they can get out of New York, and I've been telling them get out of New York. Not, you know, this is not a place for you to grow and spiritually, physically, you know, mentally and everything. And I'm still here, and I'm still in the grind with work and everything. I work Monday to Friday, and I'm just trying to really find this whole 9-to-5 grind because I feel like it's taking me out of my whole spiritual work with myself.
Right.
And I'm trying to self-actualize. I know everyone in here has a divine spark in them.
Right.
They have the energy that they need to fire up to get to where they need to go.
Yes, sir.
And I just kind of like I'm only working 3 days now. I went to my managers and told them I don't want to do this 9 to 5, 5 days a week anymore.
Right.
And they agreed with me and they gave me what I wanted. And I'm spending more time with my spirit than myself.
That's right.
You know,
That's
putting
right.
my energy and connecting more with people and doing what I need to do. So I'm wondering how can we, connect with our people, like in a real way with real currency? Because I know money is all fiat system, is not real. And real currency is our energy. And, transmuting that back to our people. How can we share that currency so we can uplift our people?
Okay, now let me
Forget about this whole 9 to 5.
Right. I've been doing this for 5 years. What you add? You gotta just do it.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been supported. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nobody behind me that be like, let me fund this guy. Hell no. Like, no, you gotta just get it. Like, man, do you know how many days I got up and been the only person in the room who on the wave that I'm on?
Right.
Like, you gotta just get on this wave and let it take you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, instead of trying to live life, just let life kind of live you.
Yeah.
You know, if that makes sense. And just
Yes.
just let go. And just trust that life is going. Now, let me be this side. I don't want some of y'all just letting go of y'all life. But if it's not like a crisis, you know what I'm saying, situation, or it's not like super important, just let life flow you. For one, and then for two, what I've seen is what we've all seen. These social media platforms are rigged. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna provide a platform where y'all can connect without me. You can connect with me, but you can connect without me. You should be able to trust that if you even on this app, you have a certain mentality. And y'all could build. You feel me? It's like you got the head, the body, the arms, and the legs. The arms gotta do what they do. The arms can't wait on the feet can't wait on the arms. So I'm just here to say, look y'all, I'm up here. This is what I see. Y'all don't see it because y'all right there, but I'm going to tell you, don't go over there. Go over there. So I'm going to just be like Morpheus at this point. And I'm going to just be throwing niggas the gold pill. And it's chess. You feel what I'm saying? It's chess. I'm going to throw the path in front of y'all as much as I can, and y'all just got to take it. You feel me? You should be able to get on that social media app, meet 10 different people, and y'all should be able to get some money. Yeah. Even if y'all say, we're going to all start a YouTube channel and only watch each other. That's money. You feel me? If you can meet 500 people and y'all say we only watch each other, we only sell with each other, we only get money with each other, that's $1,000 relationship. $1,000 relationship. Y'all can all become to the point where y'all making 10, 15, 20,000 a month off each other. So that's my main thing. You feel me? Like, jump on this app, get your team, and y'all just deal with it. It's literally so easy. You can literally watch each other. Like, it's that easy. You can just literally watch each other. You got millionaires who play with toys on YouTube. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard. All we gotta do is deal with each other. Right. We're not really dealing with each other genuinely. We're not really saying, okay, bruh, got a black people shirt. I could have came in here with Gucci on. I could have came in here with Louis on. I could have came in here with anything on. I came in here with a black-owned business product. It's that simple. You feel me? What do I need on a daily basis? Who can I get it from that is black? Simple. Once that thought starts running through your head, you on the way. Take that thought, put it on a social media platform. Y'all should be able to make yourselves rich. It should not take me. I should not be able to say step by step by step by step by step by step. You should be able to say, this is what I want to do. Who's all interested? That's your team. She should be able to say, this is what I want to do. Who's all interested? That's her team. And I can just be up here and say, oh, this is what y'all doing? Bam. This is what y'all doing? Bam. And everybody ping pong each other. So I guess what it's really coming down to right now is patience. Patience. We gotta have patience. We gotta have discipline. And we gotta have fairness. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have fairness. We gotta be willing to understand that nobody's plight is greater than the other person. Nobody's struggle. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody. The younger you are, your struggle is more important. You shouldn't be pushed to the front of the problem-solving line. But as adults, I think we have to say right now, this is where our parents left us off at. They failed us. Horribly failed. You get a negative 10. Don't even turn that shit in. I'm about ready to call home on your ass. Don't even turn that in. Parents fail, grandparents fail, most everybody fails. And this is just the reality of where we are. All of these celebrities are not your friend. They're not your friend. Like, you don't see me hanging with these motherfuckers. You don't see me, they gotta be in the house playing Call of Duty. Like, I don't hang with none of them. If I get bored, I find something to do. I'm not, no. So you don't have no allies. I'm your only ally at this point. Your only legitimate ally. And I don't really know who's my ally, so I gotta kind of poke, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta kind of poke and be like, is this a conscious nigga for real? Okay then. So, I'm gonna alley-oop y'all as best as I can. I'm not gonna tell you I'm your Superman, because I'm not. You're your own Superman. All I'm gonna say is, if I see you hungry, I'm gonna throw you a plate. If I see you got a plate, you ain't got no fork, I'm gonna throw you a fork and a spoon and a butter knife. If I see you got all of that, then I'm gonna throw you a drink. I'm just up here. And what I see y'all need, I'm gonna throw it down. So y'all gonna have to get on that app and let your voice be heard. And something's gonna, like for example, I started a modeling agency. So you can come in there and be beautiful. You ain't gotta do nothing crazy for the part. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta talk about this shit. We gotta talk about this shit. We gotta come in like, I ain't on you like that. I ain't on you like that. Like, if we talking, we're mutually talking outside of this. But I'm not gonna be like, all right, no, I don't do it like that. So, that's just where I'm at. Trucking agency, modeling agency, fireman. Like, I'm popping these up. Y'all just gonna have to run. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. Copy, thank you. Yeah, I'm popping these. I got you 1 second, swear. I'm popping up these businesses. I started, like I said, I started a technology company. Like, I started a lot of things. And I'm gonna throw the bat signal up. And when I throw the bat signal up, everybody, it's like football. Like, you already know if you want to play running back before you try out. You knew that. You knew before you went to tryouts, like, nigga, I'm about to play running back. I'm about to win. So, when I throw this bat signal up, whatever you know you're good at, you run there. You run there. If you're not good, you can't be there. But if you are good, I'm going to make sure you stay there. So that's just where I'm at. Like, in a minute when I say, okay, well, we need some gardeners, you better run. If I say we need some truckers, you better run. We need some computer programmers, you better run. We need some graphic designers, where bro go? They gave me his car. Hey, you better run. That's right. We need some graphic, like, listen, I'm just gonna be throwing them up. Cause that's what these CEOs, that's what these other CEOs do. They be dumb as a box of rocks, but they hire people who know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. But I'm gonna just rock with y'all. But all you gotta do is, all I'm asking is, do what you said you can do. Do what you said you can do. Do not try to do what you cannot do. Do not put me in no position where I gotta be like, oh my God, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. Just if you a dishwasher, nigga, be a dishwasher. Be that. You still gonna get paid. But be that. But don't be trying to be in the war room if you should not be in the war room. Don't be trying to be in the astrology room if you're not trying to. Just play your role. If your role is just a nigga who don't do nothing all day, nigga, please be community watch or something.
It's okay.
Yeah, you snap and smoke and don't do nothing all day, nigga. We will pay you to do it. Tell us you coming down like, listen. So my thing is, I'm gonna throw this back signal up. Y'all just gotta run to the back signal. But until that go up, I'm definitely gonna create a way where y'all can be financially networking with each other, uncensored, unblocked. Like I said, my app is, let me describe my app to y'all so y'all can understand what you're working with. And then I'm gonna end right here. I'm gonna do pictures. We're gonna do pictures and rock out, then we're gonna get ready to end. So, it's called out in loop. For slang, like you in a loop, right? We understand a loop is 360 because that's the actual construct of time. Time is eternal, it's not linear. The linear concept of time is actually when you break down the timeline to process your behaviors within eternity. Let me give y'all an example. Time does not exist. Time is a measurement for behavior. So if we didn't have a clock and I smacked this off the deck, smacked this off the table, and you said, why you smacked it, I could say, I didn't smack that. Right. But time allows you to say, nigga, at 7:53, you smacked it off that table. Like, don't play with me. You did that. But also, that's a measurement within eternity. So that's just a time of a behavior of an action that you committed within eternity. So, boom, you have the loop. It's a pyramid. It's 3 points on the pyramid. It's a seal or a circle at the top, one at the bottom left, one at the bottom right. The top right, the top pyramid is odd energy. That's gonna be like being on Twitter. But instead of a retweet, it's called a charge. Instead of a like, it's an energy. So instead of you got 50,000 likes, you got 50,000 energies. Instead of a tweet, it's a vote. Like you sent out a vote of energy. Now when you in that feed, you can only see that feed. You can't see nobody else's feed. I mean, no other parts of the app. You can only see that. When you back out, bottom left is Otten post. That's gonna be like being on Instagram. When you in that, you can only see that feed. Bottom right is gonna be I in moment. That's gonna be like being on TikTok. When you in there, you only can see that feed. But if you back out and you click that pyramid, you see all feeds. So if I share you on Otten Energy, she can still see you on everything else. And not only can she see you on all 3 different feeds, every time you post, you automatically at the top of the feed of whoever followed you. So your biggest issue is gonna be not following somebody you literally don't wanna see every day. So you're gonna automatically promote you. You're gonna be in 3 different social medias at one time. So you might be popping on energy, but you're not popping on posts. Or you might be popping on energy, posts, and moment. So you're gonna have a chance to make yourself whoever you wanna be. You're gonna have a chance to become whoever you wanna be. The site is gonna automatically promote you, and y'all should be able to get some money. Y'all should be able to network and get some money. Like literally, it's like free promotion. You should be able to. You should not have to go to a record label or wherever you gotta go. You feel me? You should not have to go to none of these media outlets or marketers for promotion, because you should be able to garner 50,000 followers and 50,000 people see everything you post. Like I'm not gonna slit nobody's throat on their success. I'm just gonna give you the opportunity to truly be successful. And then from there, you take whatever following you gain or whatever your business is. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing on there, you take that, go to iTunes with it. Go to iTunes with it. And y'all just work this. Y'all just work it. Work it and get y'all some bread. And then one day I'm going to come outside and I'm going to say, the bag signal is up. You better run to the bag signal. Straight up. You ready? All right, y'all. So we're going to do pictures. Commune a little bit, get ready to end, and I know y'all so sad. I know it's so sad. I'm down. Listen, I'm down here now. I'm rocking with y'all. Wait a minute.
No dinner, no after.
Maybe we can discuss that. We can discuss that in a second.
Donations for American Think Tank.
For American, okay. Okay, so Angela Stanton's Real Talk Tour, right? I'm gonna drop something. Oh well, she just went back there, but I'm gonna drop something in there. Y'all know we support our people, so any and all donations are welcome. This is for Angela Stanton. This is, you know what I'm saying, I want y'all to be totally transparent. This is for Angela. We want to support Angela and her team on their endeavors and their tour. So that is where you can go now if you want to donate to this cause. This cause is why I'm here as well. And also, I want to put my great one on the spot right now. Okay? Because I'm proud of him. I'm very proud of him. Very, we like swords, sharpening swords at this point. But he has a beautiful book that I'm in love with.
Oh, wow.
A beautiful book called How to Become a High Value Man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put this book. I'm gonna put this book in the link of my description. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be vlogging this, but I don't even know my camera. Forget it. But I'm gonna put his book in the link of my description, and y'all go grab that book and follow him on Instagram ACE_HeyRoo and grab that book. Because that book is completely relevant to not only constructing the psyche of the household, but I believe when your son turns 16, you should give your son that book.
What's his Instagram again?
ACE_HeyRoo. It's called How to Become a High Value Man. And it's based upon, yes, exactly, rites of passage, understanding how to have a proper relationship with a woman as a man, what is your duties as a man. And women y'all need to read that too, because some, you can look at your brothers and look at your sons and be like, nigga, what are you doing?
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, and you did have your...
With the book, it's easy to identify.
That's
With
right.
the book, it's easy to identify. You'll see a dyad of Pharaoh Mankara and his wife, Kanamarebi. You know what I'm saying? So it's how to be a high value man, the blueprint to success with women. And no, it's not about being a player or a philanderer or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take that information to that end, you could. You know what I'm saying? But my book is about personal development. It's all about you aggrandizing yourself, becoming your best version. And when you do that, of course you're going to have, goddesses around you because they're attracted to what? success and resources, and they just want a man that's in their God mode. Yes or no, ladies? Yes or no, right?
Yes.
All right, so fellas, tap in, but ladies, they love it too because they're able to actually understand themselves through my book. I mean, the reviews are crazy. Like crazy. Out of the book speak for itself. So again, How to Be a High Value Man, the Blueprint to Successful Women is available in ebook, paperback, and audiobook. Just go to Google, iTunes, or whatever else, whatever outlet it is, and read the reviews for yourself. Tap into it. Check out, like he said, my IG, Ace_Heru, my YouTube, etc. And I'm not going to be up for too long. I appreciate your attention. Let's take it back to Pharaoh.
Thank you very much. Get that damn book. If you want to read, it's audio book too. You don't have no excuse. And this woman had a question before we go. And then, listen, anybody want to do photos, flick it up, anything like that, we can do that. I just seen you throw your hand up. So I'm gonna let you go, and then while we getting ready to end, I'm gonna let you go next, and then y'all we're gonna get ready to make our way out of here, and I'm gonna politic with y'all. Yes.
All right. So thank you first of all for letting me go. Before I say what I wanted to say, I want to thank you because this is my first time interacting with you, physically. But you are the exact same person online as you are.
Right.
Yeah. I'm saying that because I appreciate it.
You're welcome, honey. I had to be here. I couldn't miss
Yeah.
this opportunity.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I know.
And I watched,
I'm glad. I hope raised your vibration.
but I watched how you interacted with all of us, and you, you
Right.
speak that you don't like the words followers, and you treated us like we were all with each other with the positive energy, and we're a family.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that. What I wanted to say though is you talked about, what are some of the things that are on our minds or our hearts and things like that about what's going on with the world.
Right.
And for me, I think that the division that I've seen lately, in terms of some of the things that my sister here talked about with what's happening in the past year, even when you think about the election results of President Trump and all of the other issues that we've seen, right? There's just this divisive nature in the world. I've been able to separate myself from that.
Right.
But what I believe COVID has done is bring all of that home.
Right.
And so it's hurtful to me
Right.
that so many people that I know and love cannot get along
Right.
because of ridiculous rhetoric.
Foolishness.
So
Yes, ma'am.
when we have these sorts of dialogue, it is helpful.
It's healthy.
But it's healthy, but it's also hurtful
Painful.
because many of us cannot be here with our family.
Yeah.
And so my husband and I are too deep a
Right.
lot of times because a lot of the people that we know and love just don't understand.
Right.
So
That's important.
I forgot my question was I said all of that to say that my question is you gave me some insight on reconciling your emotions because obviously we're not our emotions, right?
Right.
But the hurts are deep when it's the people that you look at that you absolutely love and you feel
Right.
like you can't do anything for.
Right.
So what are those like tangibles?
I mean, everybody not built the same. I can't give you the advice that I would give myself. Listen here. If the world was ending, I'm gonna survive.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm gonna survive. Like, this is not the nigga on YouTube if the world was ending. It's not happening. So my thing is, I can't give you advice that you can't take or handle. Everybody built different. All I know is I'ma share, but if it come down to the point where there ain't nothing to share, we got a ration, nigga, I'm not sharing with you what's up. Period. Get shot. Get stabbed. Period. Get punched. That's what's happening. But as of right now, let's share. It's like a Buddhist monk. Like a Buddhist monk is gonna meditate, but if the world get to ending, we gonna have to fight one of them motherfuckers. Like, you have to fight one of them. Like, you better be prepared. Cause they not gonna this is a wrap. Once this leave, nigga, you better be able to airbend. So, let's just be honest about that. So I feel like this is where we are as adults. We at a point where, okay, I have to acknowledge that the people who are supposed to be my support system probably are going to ruin my life.
Yeah.
You're probably going to ruin my life because you're being finessed with trick knowledge. I call it trick knowledge.
Yeah.
You're being finessed.
Tell it.
I got to eat that. Either you eat that or you die. There is no in between. There is no in between. Either you going to he's here. Either you gonna or you gonna get off that pot.
Right.
Because somebody got a piss behind you. Straight up. How long are we gonna sit here saying, oh, my mother, it comes to the point where you gotta say, my mama.
It's messed
That's
up.
crazy to say, but you gotta say that. And I've been, listen here, I went from being probably the most craziest person people have ever met to, damn, this nigga was right. Like, I went from being like, I'm talking about, what are you talking about? He don't listen to nobody. He don't, and I went from, I don't fuck my nose, even my grandma, fuck my grandma. I ain't know that. What you know? Now it's, damn, this nigga was right.
Yep.
I was crazy, and I thought he was. So that's where they come down. You gotta choose you. Choose you.
That's right.
Choose you. You have a right to choose you. If we hanging off a cliff,
I choose me.
and damn it,
Fuck my daughter.
you could pull yourself
her.
up, and I could too. We have an equal
She's right where she
opportunity.
belongs.
But I'm saying, I don't
And I'm
feel like
free.
pulling.
I'm free to fight for you.
Somebody pulled me up. Are you gonna?
God kept me to
gonna
fight for
fall,
you.
Or are
Fuck
you gonna
her.
pull? You know what I'm saying? Like okay, let's say military. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm not supposed to just die for you. I'm supposed to die for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to fight together. I'm supposed to know, like, okay, my nigga fell when I'm pulling my nigga up. It's not supposed to be like, oh, let me go help this nigga again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he pinned down by gunfire. Let me go save this nigga again. I'm supposed to know when I kick the door, you didn't shot a nigga away. I'm supposed to trust that every action I take, you are taking an equal action from your position. I'm not supposed to be playing 5 different positions. I can't throw the ball, run and catch it, step around, hike it to my damn self. No, you gotta save yourself. You gotta come to the point where you gotta realize this is what these people chose to do with their free will.
Yes. That's right.
I'm mourning you, and I'm in pain because I have a genuine connection to humanity.
Yes.
That shit runs out of time though.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we, you know what I'm saying? We get into a fight, I'm not gonna waste 20 years like, oh, I can't believe she said that. You got about 5 minutes of it. You got about 5 minutes of it. Motherfucker, I can't believe she said that. Next. Next. Like that's how you gotta go.
Right.
And a lot of once again it comes down to, are y'all willing to look like the assholes?
Right.
If you're not willing to look like the bad guy, you'll never get to where you want to go.
That's right.
I will be the villain. I will be the villain. Yes.
I feel like everything that you're saying is 100% true. And I believe that throughout this, I'm 35, right? Throughout my 35 years, I have been that. But at some point, you're like, well, damn. Like, I thought I had a whole army, and that was 2, 3 of us.
Welcome to my world for 10 years. I've been doing it. I've been on my dolo since I was 16. I've been on my dolo. Like, people be probably acting like he's fearless. Like, I will bust you. I will bust you. At 15, I will bust you. So at 27, I ain't even trying to bust you. Like, come on, bro. I'm not trying to bust you. But I will bust you. I will bust you. Because I've been by myself since I was a kid. So it's scary when you come into the I'm gonna end here. It's scary when you come into the reality of I'm all I got.
That's
Like,
right.
if a nigga grab me, I gotta break out. Like I gotta break that shit. Like you feel me? If a fight jump off, I gotta get it rocking. When you come there and when you get to that point in your life when you realize you all you got, what do? Is you gonna fold or is you gonna stand? You gotta stand. And the person next to you either gonna see how you stand and stand up too. Or they gonna sit their ass down. But you can't be sitting in this chair crying because somebody else not standing. Because maybe you might be crying because you might need to be standing a little. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to, if somebody come in here and they got a demeanor, I might not be like, why you acting like that? But now I got a demeanor. Like, what you talking about? I'm coming here like that. Oh, you cool? I'm cool. That's how we rock. Like, that's what you have to do with your families. And maybe your family might say, why they acting like that? Why they moving like that? And it might jog their memory. If not, remove your presence, and the true value of what you were in their life will show when you remove your presence.
That's right.
Like, arguing with you we're not gonna solve nothing. Let's go, you go that way, I go this way, and whoever the right one was is gonna show. And y'all, if y'all wanna do y'all pictures, we can create a very neat line. Yes.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Aw. Everyone's super happy. This was a really happy day. I'm glad I came here. What a charmer. The ladies are losing their mind. He's a man's man. The boys are in line too. Hope you like that. I spent a lot of fucking money to be here. A lot of money to be here. And I'm just happy, so. All right, you're welcome, Nikki. You're welcome, Hickama. You guys are welcome. Yes, Lady Rage will go to the ends of the earth for you. I will do anything for the Patriots. I will do anything to help you guys wake the fuck up, stand up. And you see, honestly, like everything he said is just the same Buddhism that I learned 10 years ago. You know? Everything he said was Buddhism. You know, this is all tried and true. There is nothing new in what he said. This is all real. This is all self-actualization. This is all energy exchange. You know, I say it all the time. I don't look at color. I don't look at race. I don't look at male, female. I don't look at gay, straight. I look at energy. There's a lot of people in the Patriot community that got some fucked up energy. They got some fucked up energy, and they're in it for the wrong reasons. They're in it to dominate. You know, they're in it to bulldoze their personal beliefs on you because they have a fucking ego. Now, some people like to call it righteous indignation. I don't believe in that, okay? The only righteous indignation is right or wrong, okay? You can be an atheist and sin less than a Christian. So that's what this is about. I know you guys, you know, we don't talk about color on this channel. We don't do the whole separation, divide and conquer. We don't do the hotep shit on my channel, okay? We don't do that. You know me. You guys know me. I don't do that hotep shit. I don't do that una raza shit. But once in a while, you meet a holy man like this who's gonna tell you something you didn't know before. So that's why I'm here. And I'm sleepy because I cannot sleep well on airplanes. And I want to go back to the hotel, like right now. But I'll wait till everyone leaves so I can get my picture. All right, so good night, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you're letting your heart lead, you know. Fuck your family, fuck your friends. The Rage family is the new family. And trust me, there's some bad apples in my family too. There's some bad apples in this Rage family. Some of the fans that I've met were nothing but fucking monsters. I wish I didn't even meet some of my fans. Tony, you fucking cunt, that's for you. Michael, you piece of shit, that's for you. There's some psychic vampires out there, and this is why PHARAOH talks about protecting himself and protecting his energy. You constantly have to deflect. You can't hang with everybody, and I've learned that the hard way so many times. But I still don't. I'm too friendly, you know. But people like PHARAOH give me the common sense and the wisdom to be more careful about who I let around me. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people, they see me, they see PHARAOH, they see Truth or Talk, they see Karen Kennedy, they see Jericho Green. And all we are fucking resources and supply for them. Okay? I can't let myself be a resource and a supply and a clout chase for other people. I can't do that anymore. You know? Tony, that fucking white trash piece of shit, if you're listening, and your ugly ass fucking cousin, I was nothing but supply. These people drew me in by saying that they wanted to support me, but really what they wanted to do was control me. What's up, Latin? I want to party.
I booked the mansion. Okay. Oh! I'm going to the pool party next month. So y'all stay in tune with me, tap in, lighters.
Pool party.
I'm gonna have it on the grid. It's
gonna be a hot Patriot summer. But there's what I'm saying, like, don't let, if you guys want to learn.
I'm gonna have a designated person at y'all DM.
Okay.
And then we gon' I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna filter the fuck out of y'all.
Screen people. Screen people.
Let me throw some rules out there. If you're not coming to enjoy yourself, don't even get out the bed.
Thank you.
Right.
I mean, listen, this is not girls going wild, none of that. This is not none of that. But if you don't enjoy happiness, if you don't enjoy people having good energy,
Don't come with your own agenda.
If you have an icky vibe,
Right.
stay home that day.
Right.
Not that day.
I mean,
See somebody doing some marijuana that day.
That part.
Hickama, I mean, you've been with me. You know what kind. I was dealing with vultures and vampires when I was in craft beer. I'm dealing with vultures and vampires now. But, you know, I'm out of it and I've got a fresh start today. I got off the plane and I was like, oh, fresh start. No more. You know, and here's the thing too, like, not everybody has negative energy. Some people are just mediocre. Bye.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye. Some people are just mediocre. And they're completely fine surviving at the bottom of the barrel. And then you don't want to, and maybe you don't want to survive at the bottom of the barrel, but they want to make you feel guilty because you don't want to be down there with them. You know, a lot of people that have come into my life on this patriotic journey, they're not bad people. They're just very cavalier. They're very casual. There's nothing that they're really passionate about. They don't live in democratic cities where they've had to deal with crime and hatred and violence. They're very, very comfortable, you know? And this is one of the things that we need to turn Texas out. Because y'all know what happened last summer. Y'all know how mad I got when I was in Dallas when shit was popping off at the walkaway. A lot of people, they're very comfortable. And I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm talking about patriots. I'm talking about Proud Boys. I'm talking about Texans who wanna sit back and be like, well, you know, we ain't gonna bring that here. That's not gonna come here. Motherfucker, it's already at your doorstep. It's already at your doorstep. And I'll say it before and I'll say it again. None of these fucking Texans, yes, I'm happy to be here, but none of these fucking Texans are bad. Y'all ain't got no cowboys out here. Y'all ain't bout it. Come to Oakland. Come to Miami. Come to New York. Come to the belly of the beast and then show me how bad you are. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. They're not, you know? Show me how bad you are when you live in Detroit. And you can't walk down the street without somebody attempting to rob you. Show me how bad you are when you live in Oakland and you're seeing violence on the damn BART train every fucking day when you get off work. Show me how bad you are. Are you gonna step in when you see some domestic violence on the train? Are you gonna step in when you see somebody getting assaulted in public? Y'all country folks don't have to deal with that shit. Y'all ain't bad. Y'all ain't bad, but I'm here now. I'm here now to help you get some muscles, help you grow a pair. I'm here to bring you that big dick energy from California. I'm here to show you that you are so much bigger than you think you are. I'm not gonna lie, y'all can take to this bank, you can show this to the defense attorney on my daughter's case. She's about to be 18. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't know if someone's gonna release her name or dox her and then dox me. I don't know what's about to happen at the end of the month, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I know who I am. I know what type of mother I was. I can admit to the mistakes that I made. I can admit to my failures, but at the end of the day, I was a fucking good mom. I was a fucking good mom. So, I'm not scared anymore. But what I am scared of...
Just make your way out, but we want to respect the space so they can shut it down. Okay.
Yeah, we passed the time, but so yeah, let's make it a little bit
Be quick! Everybody, 2 seconds. Snap it. Keep going. Do you need to pull up the chairs? Because I'll help you.
Okay, we got a lot of people in the back helping us.
Okay.
Yeah, and yes. What is?
I'm here to bring you to the next level. Pharaoh's here to bring you to the next level. All this mediocre shit, all this passive shit, it's time to start putting everyone's money where their mouth is. Oh, I don't have one. It's time to put your money where your mouth is. It's time to lock and load. It's time to start scaring the shit out of the left the way the left has been scaring the shit out of us. Oh my God, this girl's so hot. Pretty. Oh, there's a lot of pretty women in here. There's a lot.
Oh, I think you're doing a live right now.
I am doing a live. I'm just complimenting the females. They're all very pretty. Gorgeous. The old ones and the young ones. YouTube.
Oh, you do YouTube now. Okay, shout out my YouTube channel.
Oh.
I ain't got no YouTube channel, young.
Oh.
Not yet. It's
Okay.
coming.
I met a girl here. The girl with you should go talk to her. The girl with the braids and the pink headband. She's starting her podcast.
Yeah.
Time to collaborate.
Mine gonna be
That's her.
mine gonna be on kids because I teach kids about autism. I'm a registered behavior therapist.
We need you in the fight.
I'm here. What do you think? I'm here to save all the fucking kids.
Put her on your show. Exchange info. She's starting her podcast. Put her on your show.
But yeah, so I teach kids about autism. I've been doing that for about 4 years.
Awesome. I can't deal with autistic people. I worked in special ed for 2 years, and I was in Best Buddies. Autism was the one I couldn't handle, and I still can't handle autistic people. Let's get bold, you know what I mean? Like, last night, I'm thinking about it. I should have gone to that drag club. Because if I'm the one person who says, fuck Nina West, she's a nasty ass drag queen who's indoctrinating children in the middle of the show, yeah, I would have got kicked out. But somebody needed to say it. And we're too scared. Don't be scared to get kicked out. I got kicked out of Comet Pizza. The Angry Vikings kicked me out for nothing. I get kicked out of restaurants all the time because I have a fucking standard. And we as Americans, we as patriots, we have a fucking standard. But we're so scared to show anyone else what that standard is. No, we're not fucking doing gender changes on the kids.
Bro, that's
We're not doing it.
Bro, I'm telling you, don't bring your child with no rainbow shit. If they don't know what the fuck they wearing, they not wearing that shit around.
No.
And I stand big behind it.
Right. And I'm openly bisexual. I love.
I know child that don't know nothing about this shit out of that.
No more. It's time to start boycotting shit. Hi, Seymour. Thank you, dear. Seymour dicks. Oh, it's been so long. I know.
My thing is, I'm okay, but live your life and know who you is. Before, like, they indoctrinating the kids younger.
I know, and that's why they're confused. They don't even know if they're boys or girls. How are they supposed to take a stand on anything else in life? Any other value or any other moral if you don't know if you're a boy or girl? That's where...
You were born with these words. Why are you questioning it?
They trying to go against everything that the national universe. Right. Like, you can't, some shit, I leave the fuck alone.
Right?
Some shit, leave the fuck alone.
Right.
Okay, y'all trying to do all this.
These same kids taking hormones, they don't know their multiplication. And here's the thing, I don't want to go off into it, but here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the hormone blockers. The hormone blockers create, it deteriorates the memory. So not only do we have kids that are like already fucked up, but we don't know what the effects are going to be 10, 15 years from now. They might be vegetables in the head. They might be vegetables and not be able to retain any information or any knowledge. You know what I mean? like Pharaoh said, are the people who got the jab, are they going to be zombies in 5 years? We don't know. I saw I Am Legend, okay?
Oh, you see how now the other two making heart, more people having heart infections, so it's fucking up people's heart. That's what it's doing. And then if you live in the friends, I tell everybody in my family, I'm not getting it. Oh, when you walk around people and stuff, I'm not even, you can want to have it.
Right.
Everything that I need to find out.
It's the flu. It's the flu.
That's all it is.
It's the flu.
I'm like Eddie Griffin. If I can smell you for it, you that mask. I'm sorry.
You look so familiar. Are you from California? Where?
Riverside.
Do you know Nikki Simone? I feel like I've seen you before. I grew up in Culver City. I know you're from the IE, but I don't know. You ever been on the west side? No. You just look so familiar to me.
Maybe I just have one of those faces.
You might. You might. Anyway, the Litterborough is listening. Who's that? Guys, all young Pharaoh said tonight is everything that I learned about energy and Buddhism years ago. Okay. All he said is what this information is not new. He's just putting it in a way that is a little bit more easy to understand because he's using real life experiences. Okay? He's not saying anything that's not new. He's saying what the sages, what the Gospel of Thomas, what the monks, what the shamans, what the priestesses, what the priests have been saying, what the light workers have been saying for millennia. He's not saying anything different. He's just reminding us because a lot of people have never had access to that type of knowledge. They've never had access to that type of, they've never had someone talk to them like that and say, yo, be a man. Not for clout, not for money, and not for pussy. Be a man because it's in your destiny to be a man. That's all he's saying. Be a protector of children. Be a builder of communities. Build wealth, build something. Use your hands so you can fulfill your destiny. You know, my destiny will never be fulfilled. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. You know? Anyway, you know what? I'm actually not going to wait for a picture. I was here. You know I was here. I might go photobomb somebody and get out of here. But I'm really tired, and I don't want to get Pharaoh sick. So I don't want to be, you know, hugging on him when I'm coughing. So. See, I'm not selfish like the person who got me sick. Sorry, I needed to say it. If you're listening, you know who you are. All right, I want to go home. I go back to the hotel. I'm super tired. Good night, Trey. Good night, Latin. Good night, Mo. Good night, Sean. Good night, Seymour. Good night, Hickama. Good night, Nikki. Good night, James. Good night, Laura. Good night, Celine. Thank you all for being here. I hope you had a fun time. I had a fun time. This was really fun. This was really fun. I'm gonna go talk to Angie's assistant and make sure that they put me on the damn panel for the next event. All right, good night, everyone.